Friends, good morning. This is Shamal here. Today I am going to give my final Vision India documents, which I have already given around 7 months back, and today I want to summarize few things because I have almost completed everything what I have been doing in my mental preparation for last 30 years, and I was not getting my time to do that. And because of Corona from 2020, March 22nd onwards, when there is no work, and I have tried to exercise my knowledge, my wisdom, whatever small knowledge I have, I've tried to zoom down, concentrate few things, try to read. I got little time to read, that's all. Because everything you need to have time, right? That is more important. If you are struggling and giving 22 hours for your professional career, there is nothing called exercising your intellectual activities or societal thing. Obviously, I was doing societal thing when I was doing my all activities, running a organization, technology organization. At least on that process, directly, indirectly, I have created many opportunities for job. Few families, few engineers, they're working. That is, I feel my contribution. I am leading my family. So that is another contribution. And my technologies, in back of my mind, I have many technologies. I'm not talking about my qualification today. Probably who are following me, I don't like to talk again and again few things over here. My only thing I talking about the development part, that is more important. For development, what I feel, what technologies I have, in many videos I have tried to explain, it can change the dynamics of entire agriculture, basically climate change research, many varieties development. I believe India and globally 60-70% population are dependent on agriculture, and if this problem is resolved, probably many issues can be sorted out. The industry and other things, that is a secondary thing. We are basically agrarian society. If you analyze 5,000 years of history, that is going to tell you whatever I'm speaking, and back of that also I have so many videos to support that. One can, if somebody is interested, one can visit those things for their knowledge and understanding, to understand the whole thing. That is what the objective. Otherwise video will be very very long, and I was not able to do that because of my cough and all. I was taking medicine undergoing. I am also Omicron, little bit COVID. Okay, friends, what I have done, like I told you, my technologies, I want to concentrate on development. So if development has to be done without technology, without understanding, you cannot do anything. Basically, the agriculture, where you have shortage of food crisis, how the land distribution, agricultural implementation, how in a small land a sustainable economy can be developed, a family can also lead a life. And I have visited many countries. I have seen many places in Europe, that how they are also doing agriculture, and many Asian countries how they are doing agriculture. In India, there are nice models are available. We have to adapt. Let me come back today. It's around, what is the time? I want to pan everybody over here. I do not have any preparation for anything. I want to show few things. Now it is 6:30 morning. Today is 30th January 2022. So what I have tried to fix few things. Morning I had this part because it will be a long discussion. You can see this. I have lemon tea that is prepared by me. I have some green salad, tomato and all, some salt. And I have a phenyl bottle here, and I have a harpic over here. I have few buckets. Try to fix my camera, and this camera will be fixed. It will be standing right here, like no, at the back of this camera. This phenyl bottle will be there. Now you have tea, and this is all vegetables, right? It's come under green vegetables. Now what I'm trying to tell over here, most of the things like it is coming from agriculture. Now I have fixed because I don't have much more things over here. So I have some water bottles for drinking. I am keeping it. I have some mosquitoes are there. I have some Mortin so that I can spray kill some mosquito. And I do not have any option, so that I fixed those things. So I want to put one more my camera to get like my video, what am I going to speak. So two camera as a backup I am taking, because this exercise takes a lot of time. So now almost every day I have a small towel. If I feel something is going on, I have a kitten also. Now she's playing over here. I want to show, I have a temple attached to that. Here Swami Vivekananda, Rishi Aurobindo, Gautam Buddha, Kartik, Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, even Muhammad, all are here. You can see it, my parents who died recently on COVID. Previously I have showed this thing, and this is a nice place, and you can sit and meditate, but I am not opting that option. Instead of that, I am sitting inside washroom, and this is a bedroom. My kitten might be sleeping. She was very much inside bathroom. She is giving me a lot of company. And this is on third floor. My daughter, my wife, their daughter is not COVID affected, and my wife, she was Omicron. That is another COVID variant, whatever you say. She was affected. She was a nuclear scientist. So I am occupying this floor. Top floor, my kitten lives. So she goes, comes, moves around. Wherever she wants to sleep, they sleep. Now, all things are absolutely fine, and I am also having Omicron. Let me come back to you. So I have also guitar right here. So there are many things for, and I have also something, a duck, right? This is for kittens to play. Now, I have water bottle to drink, right? I have my all poetry book collection, what I have written for so many years. I have not written poetry for many years. This poetry was written just for at the age of 14 to 22. So till my MSc master degree, I published two poetry books. One is Raat Kutharer Gan, another is Silpir Chokhe Ghum Nahi. There are close to 140 poetries, small, big poetries are there. It is all available in YouTube. During Corona time, what had happened, there are enough time. So I thought of exercising many things, because I was not writing poetry for, after 22, I was not writing a single poetry, and I was totally involved in whatever small education, because you need to study little bit, and for your professional thing to settle in your life, that is important, right? So again, I am not telling my educational qualification. I only told that I have 10 technologies, and some of them are undergoing patent, and some are my own technology. This is all simulation and modeling. Here I want to show you my kitten. She's back here. You can see the kitten. She's a free. I treat her like my mother after the death. Now you can see over here. She moves around. I have 7 kittens at my office, close to 6 kittens. They're all free living. I allow them to go out whenever they want to come. Any house, they can come and move around, eat. So everything, all arrangement done. Absolutely no problem. Today, now coming back, I'm just closing the my washroom door, and this also I am closing so that I can talk very comfortably, and I have in my back of my mind many things. One is the wisdom. So everybody is knowledgeable. I am talking today on my wisdom, my Vision India. Probably I told in my 7 months back when my parents died, I told that I have given close to 5 hours. My Vision of India documents, I could not go to Bengal, my native place. I had so many concerns when my mother died on 8th May and father died on 16th May. Within 7 days time, I lost two pillars who have shown me many things. So that is a kind of a, for me it is a great loss. For a state, they might be thinking cats and dogs. That is fine, there is no problem. I have expressed my concern in many ways that how COVID has taken my parents. Today, after many months like May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, today is January 30th. So how many months? 7, close to 8 months, right? So I have tried to zoom down and come down many things, tried to ask hundreds of questions, thousands of questions, and those questions, now let me fix this thing. It will be a kind of a long discussion, and if I'm holding this camera, there will be a shaking. Now I think it is absolutely fine. So what I was trying to tell over here, after death, it has totally changed my mind. Sorry, changed my mind totally, and I've tried to reorganize myself, thinking about the life and how to safeguard, my life, whatever has gone, that is understood and accepted, right? You cannot bring back your parents, and you cannot cry, because there are many things that went down the line. One can check out my various videos when I talked about, I'm just giving some bullet points. I talked about this coronavirus is artificial virus. Is government or globally or WHO if not taking very seriously this matter? My matter went up to UN, number one. So I am very few, person, if you can count few names, probably I will be one of them, talking against all those scientific American Nature journal who talked about the natural virus COVID-19. I told this is artificial virus created in China, Wuhan lab. Based on my understanding, my wisdom, not my knowledge, I questioned Scientific American and Nature journal. This is there in the public domain. In 2020, I have published 7-8 videos understanding the history of science, because I believe history of science is going to give you enough opportunity to understand. I have tried to dig out 5,000 years of history, civilization, and how the development, science, and technology has taken a shape where you have Buddhism, Jainism, Islam, and Christianity, how all they have come. I've tried to publish many videos, their interest and conflict. I've talked about different ism, how then dharma came. So Hinduism, it was not a dharma before, then it take a shape of a dharma. Christianity, even Islam, it's an ideology, how dharma came into the picture. I have explained many things, and that is a long video. It requires probably it has got a lot of interpretation. Many young student, young generation may complete a PhD or a DSc degree or higher studies if they digged out any of the video, like analyzing, because everything is linked to society. The point what I want to make over here, anything you do in life, obviously it should be correlated to the society, human society, because we are a rational thinker or emotional thinker. Those things, right? How different rationality, intellectualism, Mayabad, Bhaktibad, all those things, different ideology, we are holding certain because we are emotional. See, I do not have any objection if somebody is emotional or Mayabadi or a rationalist or a communist. There is no issue at all because it's individual how they want to pursue their life. Same thing, the society. It's an idea basically. It is, to summarize this thing, it is like Jato Mot Tato Path. What Ramakrishna Dev has told, only 4 words, Jato Mot Tato Path. Because the way I think, the way I perceive my life, you might be thinking in a different way. Obviously, we should not fight each other and make a dominance or leading role. It is like it's a level playing field is required to do the exercise, but that is what not exactly happening. When I talk about the level playing field, there are many issues involved because it's involved your human mind, knowledge and understanding. What I'm trying to tell over here, each individual is different and we have the attitude of dominance. You have the quality like controlling others. But same thing, it is not there in the animal world. And I have studied the animal world because I was living more than 1 year with so many cats. I have seen them, their natural instinct, their upbringing, how their mothers are nurturing, how father is treating them, because even though there is no father, but there is father also. So it is very part-time father kind of thing. So their society is very much similar to human being, and their knowledge, learning, every exercise I have done for 1 year, complete video with CCTV camera, all the documentation done. I've tried to come out with this model, right? Now this model is going to resolve. I've already resolved a lot of economic theory, replacing economic theories, freebies concept, Nobel laureate. What Indian context, there are 2 Nobel laureate I have given, my theory against Dr. Amartya Sen and Dr. Abhijit. One can refer my videos. I'll give you those links probably. Again, I'm not talking. I have certain reservation. It is not, I'm not fighting against individual because whatever theory they have to give, they have already given. So Amartya Sen is 80, 85 now, you can understand. I have told Amartya Sen also, because in later stage of their life, probably he could have given that if the realization comes, he should speak the truth. That is what I told. Same thing for Abhijit. Dr. Abhijit, I told the same thing. His intellectual capabilities is very restricted to very funny things, right? He is not thinking in a broader way. He is not able to come out from the level 1. is still in level 1. That is what I've questioned. I'm not talking about Abhijit more because I have spoken many things, his Zapal Lab Foundation and all those things. Even I have questioned they are not the Nobel laureate, they should come up and tell they are Riksbank Prize winner, or they have got the memorial Nobel Prize. That is what it is. Because as per the documentation of Nobel Foundation website or many other sites, it talks that except Dr. Abhijit and Dr. Amartya Sen, nobody claims that the Nobel Prize. Actual Nobel Prize are different. One can refer, because if I speak very detail, it will again complicate the whole thing. So, my another point is the developmental agenda I'm trying to give it. Because today, if you see, the world population is close to 780 crores. If the official documentation is there, you can add up another 20 crores, close to 800 crores population, right? The world population, 800 crores. In India, officially, just now if you click it, the population will be 140 to 45 crores in between. Now, if I again do the statistical analysis plus minus 5%, it will be another more, because there are a lot of non-counted or uncounted, whatever you say. If you add up, I believe India population will be touching 150 crores for that matter. Because I am a biologist, I can understand few things. Even it is not documented, but even our census and all, it is done long back, right? Now the things are different. One can think it's very difficult to quantify exactly few things. What is the total population? If that exercise has to be done on real time, I had my plan also. I'll come back to you on those issues. This is the developmental agenda. I told you I want to give emphasis towards the agriculture. Being as a biologist, I am also involved with agriculture. So it is like, no, something is gifted, because I understand the agriculture, implementation, irrigation, how to do in a small place, different aeroponic, hydroponic, greenhouse, floriculture. So you can earn money. Look here, what I'm trying to tell over here, we should not be very much ignoring this agriculture, because I feel that in India, this agricultural sector, right, it's been ignored from 1947. Why I am telling so, if you see 1947, Jawaharlal Nehru tried to give importance toward the industrialization, because in Europe there is industrialization. But again, let me tell you, industry is the second thing, like the primary thing is the agriculture. Without food, today what breakfast I have shown you, everything coming from the agriculture. Living in Mumbai for last 25 years, I am living in Mumbai, but I have a lot of eyes in Bengal, because my all brothers and sisters, my friends, my relatives, everybody is there. I am the only person. Now, many other, my next generation, they are coming out from Bengal. I talked about the erosion part, talked about the migrant laborers and workers, why even the laborers, they are moving out for job opportunity from Bengal to Bihar, UP, Delhi, in Mumbai. There are thousands of gold maker in Mumbai. I have personal interaction with them. I have worked with them. I have tried to uplift their life in many ways. In this video, it will be very difficult to explain each and everything, because I am trying to put my Bengal vision or India vision, already India vision given. What I have told you, 5 hours 34 minutes, my Vision India document, that most of the thing also can be applied, because Bengal is very much part of India, if somebody is not thinking otherwise. But in my opinion, I feel sure they can take a lot of things from my Vision India documents if they wish. Look here, I am not telling anybody for that matter, or for that matter, my friends, my relatives, my 42 or 40 crores Indians to read me. I am not telling government of India also to read my vision document if they wish, because everybody has got a wish. I am an Indian citizen, sensible citizen, and I am expressing my concern, whatever I am seeing in my open eyes and with my wisdom, what Gautam Buddha has given, whatever I have learned from my Hinduism, the philosophy I have taken, because in Hinduism there is not a specific origin. I have less respect for Jesus Christ, for that matter Christianity, and for Islam, because they are the good minds. I told also, after that whatever erosion has happened, because you are here in this mother earth maybe for 100 years, after that your philosophy has to be carried by your disciples. Now the question is here, the disciples, how they are taking your ideas and understanding. So there are two ways of thinking it. Let's say today, in my wish and wisdom, my hard work, I build something. Now, how many years I will be here? Maybe I can live 80 years, 100 years. Maybe if I extend with booster dose and all, 105 years. If I go to that cold region to boost my life, I can live for 110 or 20 years. After that, if you take the long time scale, what I'm trying to tell over here, finally you want to give your things to your next generation, right? You are not taking or carrying anything. Now, it depends how capable they are, whether they are handling or not. Many things have been destroyed. I can give you a very clear-cut example. Like all you know, Rabindranath. Who knows the Rabindranath's next family, his sons and kids, what they are doing? Nobody knows. Vidyasagar, nobody knows. Mahatma Gandhi, nobody knows. Very few from Gandhi family, they have tried to do something, but it is not like Gandhiji. If you take the world history, it is one generation is giving the light, next generation is not doing it. There are many examples. Who knows, was Einstein's son or family member they are doing? Anybody has taken, digged out? No. What happened to Newton's son, kid, what they are doing? Nobody knows. So it is already expected if Einstein is producing a kid, his son and or daughter will be more than intelligent Einstein. No, it is not that way. People might be thinking that in genetics, right? No, it's a somatic hybridization, selection, like you try to breed something similar way. It is not a very complicated subject over here. I should not deviate over here. This is our traditional understanding. It's like two intelligent minds, if they are married together, they are going to produce a super intelligent person, right? It's not the somatic fusion or kind of a Mendel's things that is coming. There are a lot of suppressed genes. Even if you wish, it is not going to happen. Because this knowledge and understanding, if somebody is coming, it is not necessarily your knowledge can be very destructive and very constructive. There are many things attached to that. You can be very intelligent and you can be very destructive. Read Naxal movement, you will understand in 1965, 72 what had happened to Bengal. The Naxal is they're basically communists. They have a sharp mind, very intelligent mind. Students from Presidency College where Subhash Chandra Bose was also studying. He could go to London, but for further studies he can clear ICS, Indian Civil Service. But there are many brilliant students, more than Subhash Chandra. They have spent their energy on Naxal movement. Friends, I am not telling what I am giving two minds, right? It is all minds, right? If I want to be destructive, let's say, here I am speaking, if I have to abuse somebody, I know what is the extent of abusive words I have in my mind, right? But I am controlling because it has to be, it is not necessarily you have to abuse something. Sometimes it is required some mild abuse, like a mild syndrome on Omicron or 30%, 40%. Now you are classifying it. The class system also is coming that way, how in India from Aryan civilization based on work. Now we have been branded as a Hindu and Hindu, within Hindu also Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. So everybody knows that how this thing has evolved. Now you are trying to compartmentalize few things over here, like this flat. Why I'm sitting here? Why not in a public dais? Why I made this platform over here? There are many issues. People might ask because it's my choice, right? I feel this is a nice place, comfortable place. This is the best place. I have a beautiful temple. If somebody is making this temple, even they spend also 30-40 lakhs rupees because it's a big house, right? It is not a flat. It's one floor is dedicated for a temple close to 500 square feet in Mumbai. One can calculate with attached to a washroom. I am speaking in this capacity because I have seen my life in my OA when I was doing my MSc, PhD, and MBA. I have seen the world that how I am a CSIR fellow who was working for a project for afforestation program, and I was doing my postdoctorate also. I have given my mathematical modeling on symbiotic system where in nature I'm the first person in the world, one can say that, in nature that symbiosis or parasitism, probably one can refer my video where you can draw a mathematical constant and it has got wide application in various fields. You can understand the society from the mutualism and some toxic relation, right? No one society is attacking other. So that mathematical constant one can, if I analyze individual heads, one can draw total calculation. And in my second part, actually I don't like to extend this video more than 30 minutes. I believe that 30 minutes is enough for, like, if we can split into 30 minutes of many number of ideas too, because this has to be explained little bit. And in between my kitten came, she was trying to play with me, and I have to stop the video in between because some attention diversion, because I want to concentrate and speak, and so that if some movement, like living movements are there, your mind will be diverted, and the nature of kind of a domestic cat, how they behave. They will come and jump, sit on top. I know their behavioral pattern. So I am well familiar with all those things. That's why what I did, I have isolated her, put her on top floor. There are many rats over there. So it's a paradise for her to explore. Rats and many other things, prey. So friends, what I was trying to talk about, few things that already I have mental preparation. I talked about the Vision India documents or any documents. It doesn't come overnight. It is a preparation like a human being. Today, it is not that overnight one person can be changed and speaking so many things. It's a mental preparation. Similar way, society. If you talk about, now I'm putting few bullets points for understanding, because everybody is aware about all those things, but since I'm explaining, I need to explain. Society is the same thing. It is not, even if you think to change issues, right? If you feel there are hindering factors, something is wrong, you cannot simply change overnight. There is a process involved. Like human body also, your development, growth, it is a process. And if you take in time scale in one life also, it goes through many stages. Then every day you learn something, and after certain time you draw or develop certain knowledge and wisdom. Education also is coming into the picture. Learning, you learn from the society, learn from the academic institute, learn through various other things, learn from your previous great people who have tried to show a lot of things to the society, their biography. Here I am not naming anybody. For that matter, it's your choice whom you want to make kind of an ideal in your life. That is purely in your choice. Now, if they have given some kind of philosophy and it is holding for many years, for that matter, philosophy of life or philosophy of science, philosophy of society, those are built gradually coming from a particular source, and there is a propagation kind of thing. It's basically like a tissue culture. I'm a biologist. I am trying to bring few things to make things very simple and interesting because those subjects are known to everybody. Here I am talking about, when I talk about the tissue culture, I mean, you are taking a root and trying to multiply. Either it is a root tip culture or shoot tip culture. You try to make a original stock and try to take each cell and try to give or shape a plants, right? It requires a lot of environmental factors, condition, control, environment. So in tissue culture is a big subject. You are trying to make a kind of artificial seeds or a root tip culture. You try to do the hardening process. Finally, it has to go to nature, right? It is not, the tissue culture is not very successful because this idea, the tissue culture philosophy, if you take it, is an idea that you are thinking in a very ideal condition that I want to multiply, I want to give many good plantlets which are going to grow in the environmental condition. This is a scientific idea that is known to everybody. That is an idea. Now, the reality is, finally, it has to survive in the environment. So, whatever you do in your life, it is very important that you can write big philosophy of your life, society, and understanding, but finally, it has to only applied in the society. Friends, here I want to bring few things over here. When I talk about the society, sorry, let's for example here, I'm giving you a very simple example like Marxism. When it started, 1880, 85, before that Karl Marx, his good friend, also started to write. They have tried to do something because in Europe, there is a bourgeois zamindar system, there is a oppressed class, like Hegel, I told you. Marxism came, people accepted Marxism, and from one torch bearer is soon the world, there is something called equilibrium kind of thing, and there is an imbalance and try to balance in the society. It's like something like that. You have a two glass, one rich and one poor. One is filled with water, that is the rich class, and another is poor, empty. They're demanding something because their survival is also very important. Now, here, so how to, your natural issues and other things, those are fixed. Until or unless the full 1,000-liter bottle is being dismantled or try to take out some water and distribute among those people. Otherwise, people will be hungry. It has to be distributed. Even not equally in society, in practical life, maybe it's not possible based on the merit, knowledge and understanding, their qualification. There must be some equality. It is not like that. You have 90-95% wealth of the global. Let me come back to you. It has been captured but held by the richest people in this world, present situation. Rest 10% wealth is been utilized by another 90% population. Here, if I give you a very statistical example, make it more simple. Let's say here, you have 1,000 liter of water, you have 750 crores population. Now, 1 liter water is a total wealth if you see it. Now, if this has to be distributed, now if somebody is telling no, I don't like to distribute this water, I want to keep for a particular class or whoever is very intelligent, something like that, and they will do in a democratic or force way to take 800 ml, they are going to drink. Maybe that cream sector here, there might be knowledgeable person, there might be aggressive person, there might be dictator, many things are coming into the monarchy, many things. They might hoard all those things. This is a natural tendency from 5,000 year history. If you analyze it, you will understand that this hoarding business, capturing business, because one king is attacking to another king, capturing the state. This is the mentality. It has happened in the monarchism. It's very much common in Europe, also India, many Asian countries, including Japan, all those places. So what I'm trying to tell over here, what is more important, any for living object, what is more important to have the basic minimum requirement, food, shelter. There are two things, animal world, they are happy if they get access to food and shelter. And human world, there are another component that is adding your intellectual satisfaction. For that matter, you want to have dominion, you want to rule, that is ruling mentality, that I want to control you, that controlling power that is coming into the picture over here. It's a it's a inbuilt in your mind. Now you want to be democratic over here. Now I told you here, if 5% of very people with very intelligent way or very enforcing way, they try to take out that 700 or 800 ml water, you have a remaining 200 ml water, 95% population is going to enjoy. Now it depends on the country to country, their wisdom, how they want to do it. Now you take the whole world, right? There are many countries as present day, they are democratically, they have settled down. But before that, what had happened? If one country is coming to another country, there are many interests like trying to dig out the natural resources where they were. India has been one of the victim of 5,000 years of civilization. You know everything. I am not here to talk about the history class. So you know everything, that whoever have come to India, many they have come 200, 300 years, they have stayed like British. You know the British history, I have many videos one can see. Mughals, they come, I have talked about the Mughals. Shah, Hundal, Portuguese, French, all those people, they have come to India in between 16th century to 19th century, that is known to everybody. Their only objective is to not to give knowledge to Indian people. They have all come for the natural resources, this much I can tell you. And many they have taken, many they have looted, and that looting business is done through conversion. No, it's again mind, the society, like how the intelligent mind they do it. So I'm not explaining, one can refer my all videos over here. So if I want to snatch away something, somebody, very polite way that can be done, forcefully that can be done. It can be done in gun points, right? The intelligent people, what they do it, they also sometimes may be very violent. They play very diplomatic way because they are polished. Because you see the British people, they say they have white blood or red blood, and they have a lot of intelligence. That's why British could spread Christianity into various countries, like including Australia, South Africa, America. The original people have explored many countries, including India. Even they went up to Israel, many other countries they have tried to invade. They have invaded half of the globe with the interest that to dig out where they found the natural resources. Now they have done it for 300-400 years. After that, all independence came. Each country has got the freedom, democracy came. It is because from monarchy to kind of a business like East India Company they came, and what they have done. Again, it's a long history. I am not here to talk about, but everybody knows about the history because in India education system is very good. Everybody is reading little bit history, geography, philosophy, literature, many things. They have the basic foundations I have. In India, most of the people, at least their 10th standard minimum qualification they have. Even not there, there are media, there are many things they are learning. It's not necessarily that you want to know the history means you should study and go up to university, go to Stanford or London University or for that matter MIT to learn history. One can read it, one can use the rational thought process. The way I have not read history, I have read history up to 10th standard. My history knowledge is 10th standard. I have tried to analyze few things because I feel that you have a mind. If you exercise and available resources, documentation, you can do it. I have done it. I've studied. Let me complete. I have studied history of science for more than 200 years, including the entire Nobel Prize winner, close to 1200 Nobel Prize winner, their biography, the kind of work they have done, I have studied it. It is in documentation, right? So I'm speaking in this capacity because I have got little time to understand. Starting from Alfred Nobel to this thing, I have explained many things in my video. How the concept of entrepreneurship can be brought, the idea of Alfred Nobel, who is having 355 patents, right? Nowadays, I told in the scientific community how I want to utilize the natural talent. Many scientists they have got a lot of patents now. Some policings are required because it should not happen. It's a purely academic interest that is not driving anybody. You have to see the final objective, what you want to derive at, whether is there any importance that can be used or not. That is the whole objective. Because I personally believe that whatever knowledge you gain, either through any profession you take it, your final objective is to serve or implement. It is not necessarily how much enriched with everything. It is like you have so much uranium in water in India, but in India there are so much crisis that is facing, and we are importing uranium for our nuclear research. Now here the question is, in India has got a lot of access. I am deviating many things because I do not have the prepared speech. All I have in my mind. Now question is, if India has to develop in a nuclear research, your fuel like uranium has to be enriched. I was working, my family member, my wife, she's involved with developing different members. I am giving her new ideas that you can have a model like, you can, one day I believe India will be surplus of uranium rather than buying from America. The sanction, what had happened. Many years America, they have all those things because American policy, everybody knows, they want to preserve everything. Their oil reserve is preserved, gold reserve is preserved. So their economic policies, aggression, I talked about many times, the First World War, Second World War, Gulf War, what are the objectives, one can refer my video. That is the objective. If you try to analyze any human being or any country, their leadership, they go through a direction, that is the policy. What policy they want to take it a country, it depends on the leader or leadership and whoever advising over here. Here it is a coming of a society where which direction you want to, like in India here. If you see that after 1947, before that I am not analyzing, everybody knows the freedom movement. I have published 6, 7, 8 hours video, probably one can look into the Indian freedom movement. I do not have any problem that, or not regretting that partition of India. I have a wish that India, Bangladesh, Pakistan will be together one day. If it's like East Germany, West Germany, how they have merged together. I've been to Germany many times, I've been to Germany when East German was there, and how it is merged, how they have collapsed the Berlin Wall. That is a history, right? Now both the Germany, East Germans are very poor, West Germany they are very rich. Now they have taken a decision. It's their wisdom they could do. They can fuse together. They could make a homogeneous society. Germans are very intelligent people. They have failed. But one thing is there, in Europe, each country is independent. Maybe they are free thinkers. That's why they could not. But in India, what is happening? We have many regional territory, and it has been divided with the geographical condition, and we have a system, democratic value and a constitution. Everything has been defined. Only thing, fine tunings are required. That is more important. In life, what is more important is, it is not that how much knowledge I have. It is more important how you channelize it. That is more important thing. Channelize it for your growth and development. Finally, you are getting something out of it. Here in India, what our mind set up, I could see in Europe and India, Indians are more intelligent and more emotional. The only difference between Europe and India or America is something like that. Indians are not rational thinkers. Everything we take into emotions, your personal life, professional life, everywhere you put emotions and dilute the whole thing. I have also made video in these issues, how emotions is killing us. So I want to tell over here, you keep emotions at home. When you are professionally, be professional. You should have clarity, you should have vision. If you want to be a good leader, you decide your philosophy has to be developed. If you want to be a good leader, you should be open to accept all kind of criticism with wise and mind, whatever things, and try to put in your processor what is good for the nation. Well, here there are many things. What is good means here you cannot talk in democracy. There is no question of individual is kind of a playing the major role. You have to take everybody into consideration to make it successful, because it is not a leader they are doing it. Leader is giving direction. For that matter, let's say I run a company. Last 2 years I am not going just operating through my mobile. I am guiding my engineers, and even it is small company. If I take a model, my company India, it is not necessarily my physical presence is required everywhere, because I have my knowledge and wisdom. I know how to control my people and what kind of job I want to give. It is known. And if I give my inputs, let's say I have 10 engineers, I know their merits and demerits, their positive things, I know what the job to be done. Only you have to deliberate wherever they're finding problem. You can guide them. Exactly, I have been done this thing, it is in a successful thing. Successful thing, everything is happening, right? Everybody is getting salary and business is coming. So what else you need at the end of the day? It is not the showing the people that you have your office every time you have to go by 10 o'clock, you have to leave by 6 o'clock with a lot of sweat and everything. Now, Corona has taught many things to us. Our education system, early morning you get up and go to the school. Now, all the schools are closed. Now, online classes are going on. Now, this Corona, how long this is going to continue, nobody knows. But one thing is very sure, but it has given a lot of lessons to us to synchronize our mind, to concentrate, how to become calm and quiet. And sitting at home, there are many things you can do it. That is very much possible. And Corona is teaching a big lesson to us. Now, Corona is ruling us, not we are controlling Corona, because we say that it is natural, accepted. I told it is artificial. WHO also not telling anything. I told many videos that WHO is doing the great damage over there. They should be very careful if we are not telling that which countries are telling. It's very important that in the society, there are many countries we have observed in Second World War. I talked about yesterday, few videos I made it. People talk about the Einstein is a great scientist. I don't have any denial that his idea, understanding is a great mind. But how people can fool somebody, a great mind, because they are into idea level. Like today, tomorrow, anybody can come me and provoke me to do something. I am little tilted towards that part. Without thinking the consequences, it might lead to a kind of a great danger. People might be thinking that the idea has been taken. I'm not blaming, because in my yesterday video I told Einstein knows everything. I only want to tell probably he has not exercised his wisdom. It is something like that. If a cat or dog is staying in my house, if she knows he is totally dependent on my owner, so he or she has to be behaved properly, otherwise it is again thrown out. Everybody wants in this world for their survival, they want to live. That's why you could sue Rabindranath at the age of 78, 90, and he lived for close to 77, 78 years. At his latter stage of life, he is realizing few things. Morite chahi na ami, sundar bhuvane, manober majhe ami bachibare chai. Why he is telling? It's a Bangla. I do not like to die in the beautiful world. I would like to live in the world of men. Which means, right? Which means everybody wants to survive. See the situation of Einstein, because one can refer my video. I was very angry and annoyed with Einstein, but the situation, I know there are many discussions that went with Einstein, because if you do not, it's a mouthpiece they have used during Second World War time. Einstein, Oppenheimer, Richard Feynman I talked about. and I am very much sure those things are went on. There are many discussion that goes in down the line to frame out the plan. Like, the administration has got a role, and that time Second World War. No, who knows the Germans are making their intelligent brain. They have a fear. The Germans, they have the atom bomb. They can charge America. The way Donald Trump was fearing a small country like North Korea. Try to understand few things like Iran, whatever happening. Now they're trying to put a sanction, right? It is their karma exactly had happened. Now Americans are realizing when they want to do their exercise, because if you see who is benefited more from Second World War, is the American economy that is benefited. First World War, Russia, from Tsar to Russia, communism, Lenin, then Stalin. Again, what happened to what happened to the communism philosophy? Stalin, I told the human mind, right? How many billions of dollars Stalin is trying to attack Germany? If you take during Cold War, what had happened? Like, there is a Russia and Germany, they are in the opposite direction. So there is always a fight, and this Hitler also is growing, is independently wealthy, killing all kind of Israeli fellow, Jewish fellow, and Einstein is also one of the victims. Now, the intelligent minds has to be saved. Like, who is going to save? If everybody is fighting, let's say today in my mahalla and all, people are living, it is not my financial status, I am living in a house comfortably. There are many people, they are living in a very small house, right? If some riot happens, maybe I will have a scapegoat I can fly. It had happened to Bhopal gas tragedy. Recently, I went to Bhopal. I have seen the plan. Everybody what I am referring over here. It is established by America. And finally, how they have taken out the people, the American people, everything. What happened to Bhopal gas tragedy? Who died? The common people died. I have taken a lot of videos around. So I have, because all the things I don't publish it, I'm just correlating over here. If you analyze that time, how the main administration of Bhopal gas plant, that is MIG gas, methyl isocyanide, if you know that gas is a very highly poisonous gas, leaked, how their big heads has been taken, how the Congress people given a passage to go to their native place. Now, they have not got the justice for many years, right? It is known to everybody. What I am trying to tell over here, industrialization, there are many things. It has got plus and minus. It is required. How much it is required, that has to be quantified. I have talked about many Nobel laureates. I have given my economic theory close to many hours, my idea of developing society, taking the concept note from many Nobel laureates, including Albert Einstein. My CAT model, what I want to propose is something like that, E is equal to mc square. Now, my objective is giving cat shelter at home, a small at outside your home, whatever organic foods you have, because close to 400 or 500 millions of cat livings in this mother earth. Now it is reducing, right? It's in the verge of extinction, because I have seen a lot of dead bodies on roads because of cats are not able to cross road, keeping these left, right. They don't follow the traffic signal, they follow the notion, because in their mind every time they think that they live for the moment. That is what I want to tell you. After 1 hour, what is going to happen, they really do not know. I have many videos I have shown you how in other office, it is close by, it's a walkable distance. There are close to 8 or 10 cats, different times. They know my timings. They will be there in the gate. I have shown the video, that's why. So I have taken all those things to consideration, that what is going on in the cat's mind, right? You can analyze. Whole night cat is waiting for me, even if you are taken out. Sometimes his kids are living inside the house. Mother staying outside. Whenever I go, she will hold my leg. She will go inside, demand for food, demand to open the fridge, right? It is like dictating. They don't talk, but you can understand their body language, what kind of communication they do it. We say that animal world people, they don't understand, but I think they have more understanding because they do not deserve food, because the time they are hungry, if you are able to justify their need with little bit food, even not a quality food, they are happy. My theory talks about, if you can give your waste material, organic part to those cats, they will be very happy. Rest, they will do their natural instinct, right? Killing rats, killing birds, these are all food chain. Now, this is interesting part, and I have tried to given my theory that if you use Einstein, this idea of E is equal to mc square. Now, what is happening? We are dumping everything. It is going to the dumping station through municipal corporation, many things, and it is making a kind of heap. Globally, same situation. Then you are firing. A lot of smokes are coming out because of that. Your pollution level is increasing. Your global temperature is increasing. Now, how to reduce it? If you are able to reduce the organic load by 50%, you can reduce the pollution by 50%, because you are all checking all kind of carbon dioxide, because when you burn it, CO2 will come out, carbon monoxide will come out, all those polythene and all cocktail gas, those are going to come out, and it is got a highly carcinogenic effect. I have seen while I was residing in other places. From here to 10 kilometers is a dumping station, and you have an atomic research institute, that is Bhabha Atomic Research Institute. Here, morning time, it is very difficult to live and survive because they are burning just 5 kilometers away from BRC. It's a Trombe, right? If you go a little back in the Mankud area, there is a big heap. So much smoke. There are hospital, BRC hospital and all. It will be very cloudy and a very pungent kind of smell, but nobody. There is environmental protection. I say the CPCB, MPCB, Maharashtrian Pollution Control Board, one must look into. It is not the paperwork. If human civilization has to survive and have a nice air, if this is happening in the BRC complex, right? BRC, all the great minds, scientists, 5,000, 10,000 scientists, they are living. They are very intelligent minds. Now we are not able to protect them. Then what we are talking about, the poor people, their standards, like we are qualified people holding big position, writing paper, research paper, many things. There is no protest is coming. The pollution control board also giving all kind of certification. Okay, chalta hai attitude, chalta hai. We are not, this chalta hai attitude is a very big, bad attitude. That is what. It is not theoretically how you are sound. It is important that how practically you are implementing in society all those wisdom. That is what I am coming to a point, linking to the all research institute, all minds respected to their job for monitoring of societal thing that will come up. Friends, I have many things to say, that it is not individually how many publications I have. Even if you have one publication, Einstein has not written voluminous thing. His publication nowadays, if I see any scientist, any professor CV, it's a 4-page, 5-page, 6-page, 7-page documentation. If I analyze whatever he is doing rest of his life, even if he is going to attend a meeting also, he is writing all those things, attended meeting, 2020 seminar, discussed all those things. That is also part of this CV. I think we need to look in a very different way. It is not to criticize, because our academic or educational research system is made such a way, if you do not have those things, you won't get the promotion. It is science has to be do in a very free thinking way. Now, you cannot do science in a very imposed way. Today, if I have to do any research, if I know what is going to happen, then without doing research also you can write it, because if your final objective is to draw up to that level, then why you are doing the research? You theoretically do the simulation part and you draw up to reach level. That is what exactly coming the theoretical part and practical part. There is a deviation. What much deviation? You may not reach up to that level. You might come up with new things. That's why mind should be given a free thinking process. But here, what is happening? You are working under certain protocols and everything. You have to do 1, 2, 3, 4. You cannot have your unique thinking for nurturing your mind. That's why nothing is coming out, because you are roaming around this circle. So you know your agenda, you know the target. That's why you are not able to publish in a paper in a scientific journal, Nature for that matter. I told you many times that if you want to publish a good paper, you should have a good vision and good understanding on various subjects, including the society. Friends, I will come back to you. I need to water. Maybe I can take the water. My actually this voice is choking. Well, what I am trying to tell over here is that any good science, if you want to do good philosophy, you want to do it, your idea level should be good. That is what it is. You should have capabilities to communicate with many division, many department. That is what interdisciplinary things are coming. Similarly, a society. If you want to build a society, you cannot live in isolation and think of a society. Everything is linked to society because you are part of the society. Think about anything, your medical, social, like if you are doctor, if you are thinking in many ways that I am doctor, how should I bother about the society? But you have a responsibility because you are the product from the society. We are not understanding. That means we need to, last 75 years, what is happening? There are many things happening. People are becoming individualistic. They are worried about themselves. If they are happy what they need it, they forget the rest thing. Even very rich family, I told many times, the kittens which are coming outside home, they have crores of rupees. They eat every day, very nice food. I can get their smell, but they don't offer any food to their kitten. This kitten coming to my house. It's something like that. Those kittens lives into their house. They don't offer food. They comes to other house for food I am offering them. I've been spending a lot of money. It is not the money. I'm just trying to understand. I published video also. The mentality of the people here, they're not talking, they're qualified. Some are IAS officer, some are IPS officer. I'm talking about. So they are animal lover, but what kind of lover they have? You cannot make love without satisfying their concern or demand or whatever things. They're not making any kind of spiritual love at the end of the day, I believe, with cats and all. If that is so, also one has to nurture them. They should understand they need also food. At least some food, not a single thing. If I take the camera right now, I can show you there are 6-7 cats there waiting. Some are sitting on the top of the car. I have shown the video anytime, probably one can see it. If I go it, I can. My mind is saying all they are sitting and waiting for me to come and offer some food. For that I make provision. I keep everything inside fridge. I go. Sometimes they are adapted with now cold because for boiling also or letting heating up it takes time now. It's a part of adaptation. They can take cold chicken also. They never mind. You offer them anything, they are very happy. After that, they will play with you. They will dance with you. I have published many videos for that matter. Again, I am telling you, my life is totally dependent on many issues. My family, my office, my company, my little bit friend circle. I don't have any friends. Then my animal world. Then my these intellectual things what I do. I've tried to analyze your film industry, like what kind of acting. Sometimes I told joke way my cats can do better acting. I'm not kidding. I told also the singer, the real singers who can sing well, they have been paid very less amount. Sometimes they have not paid at all. But whoever the hero and heroine, they're putting their lips, they're getting billionaire and millionaire there. And what a hypocrisy, I don't understand. We don't respect the actual singer who is singing. I've told many times. Let's say, imagine a situation. I have tried to do very mimic like Uttam Suchitra, lot of films, there are nice songs. I've tried to have the same songs with two kittens, one is male kitten and female kitten, punching the same song, I could see the same impact. It is not that important that hero, heroine over here. It is the song, Indian context makes the greatness of this particular. I've tried to make a film of society, religion, many things. With the extempo, tried to give some names with the cat's animal world. I could see their behavioral pattern in this process, maybe 15, 20, 30, 40 minutes video that is going to give you, open up many things, the societal problem. how the oppression, depression, many things the cat went through this process. Even if I don't attend their emotional part, cats sometimes they leave their house. And once ever they go, like, they cry a little bit. And one kitten story I have told you, the other house, when she was 6 days old, I took her and she was sleeping with me one fine day after 6, 7 months when she grew up, when I was not leaving because my office is attached to a kind of a bedroom where all the animals they used to live at night. I used to play violin, guitar, everything. I used to dance with them. So they are enjoying. I have made a dance of democracy over there. I have published many videos. That video went up to National Geography Discovery Channel, Discovery Science, Discovery Nat Geo. There are 15-20 channels, including my YouTube channel. I have published close to 600 videos, friends. How much I can tell you? Can you tell me anything? Anybody has digged out the animal behavior the way I'm speaking? I will I will stop loving animal if somebody can bring such kind of thing. Sometimes I have taken the madness, like, I like many times I told you, you have to be very mad and passionate to do something. I have taken the extreme limit to do that. I have not left my core, right? Core, what is my actual scientific temperament, I have not touched my core issue. That's why I told it is very important, your mind, right? When you grow up, you compartmentalize many things, that you have multiple tasks you want to take it. When you want to play, you can play. When you want to dance, you can dance. When you want to execute, you can execute. When you want to talk scientifically, you can talk scientifically. When you want to talk rational thinking, you can talk rationally. When you want to talk rude way, you can talk it. You can learn how to talk to laborers and workers. You cannot use the same language with laborers and workers. That is the Vidyasagar story I have told you. In life, you have to play an acting role. When you have a professor, is your guide, you need to also talk to him in a different way because he is your guide, he is professor. Now the question is here we mix up all those issues. Now you know that if you are doing multitask, you have to be very, very smart. It is very difficult. If 20, 15, 20 works is coming, you have to decide which to be given preference, which to be released first. Otherwise, all the ideas, what is going to come to your brain will be a kind of a burst situation because you do not know which to be given preference. That's why it is important to prioritize. Make a diary or something like that, or in your mind, you can have one more compartment, the diary. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Sometimes there are family problem, call will come, wife will tell or kid will tell, Papa, I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to memorize it. Means you have to store it. Every time you don't keep it that my daughter told me 1, 2, 3, 4. It is there in the mind, but finally you have to execute. When you come by night, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, they want to see this thing has come or not. There are many times that is happening. If she is not there, they are going to ask you many questions. I am explaining my life the way I feel. Probably everybody is going through the same process. Friends, what I was trying to tell over here, same thing. If you take a country has got some priorities. In life, you have priorities, and you expect somebody should do it and somebody should bring it. It's a fine, no problem. Because at home you have a duty, everybody has got job. As a guardian, that you are doing it. Similar way, a country, imagine a situation in India, you have prime minister, you have chief minister, many things, and they are the torch bearer, they are elected by the people. You imagine a situation. Now you are elected by the people, means each state is serving, like in India, if you say 140 crores, if you totally divided by 140, 45 crores number of state or regional territory, maybe based on the size and all, it will be from 2 crores to 10 crores or 50 crores, 15 crores or 20 crores based on the size, the population is there. So each state is not, our India, like each state is not rich. Some are agriculture is sound, some are little industrially sound. There are many issues last 47 years what had happened. The policy, it's a state policy, many things that is come in the picture, whether they do want to do. Because state has to, if state has to survive, they have their own way of doing. They have finance minister, they have chief minister, they have development minister, whatever. They have fund because whatever tax they collect, they implement it. Now it's a state affair. Whatever government is there, they do it. In India, prime minister has also got role. They have a lot of responsibility to take care of the whole India, including the different state. There are all kind of a rules, regulation within the framework of your constitution. Now something are changing are required, like if you grow old, so a lot of tumors that come, already tumors are there, that has to be removed, like Article 370 removed after 75 years. Friends, how many things I want to tell you, like Dharam is one of the thing, like Babri Masjid, Ram Janmabhoomi, whether Babur has having the original thing or Ram was leaving the dispute, right? I told in my many videos. So if somebody like this house, I am owning this house, I have an official document. After 20 years, if somebody is coming invading and telling, "Joe, you get out from this house, stab me and take a shelter, right? And live there," and he claims this is my house now. After a few years, my kids or my next generation, they come, they claim, they get access to documents and they prove that this is my thing you have taken away, it's a time to give me. Then you blame, no, 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 it is not possible. How can it be? It is mine, right? Ram Janmabhoomi, Babri Masjid, the same situation. Everybody knows that Babur when came, those are the disputes. I think this could be sorted out if I was a lawyer. Now I'm talking with the ideal condition. If I was a lawyer or Supreme Court head, one session, 5 minutes, taking decision, matter is over. Now we have taken 75 years. Now politics is coming to the picture. Nobody wants to touch the dharma over here. But somebody has to take in the decision here. I talked about wanting to exercise the knowledge and wisdom. The country should have a vision. Here, in democratically selected, there is no role of the prime minister, but indirectly the wisdom you have to think about, because it's a court matter kind of thing. Even it is a court matter, why in 75 years it could not be solved? Why present establishment, whoever is there, they could resolve it? That has to be understood, right? If you do not have the strong wish and desire to do something, nothing is going to happen. Similarly, many issues. How many times that India, Pakistan from childhood used to see that Pakistan used to give threat to India. What had happened? The present government, they have done this thing. We had a great Chanakya, that is what it is. Ajit Doval, I'm naming him, he's a great mind, that is what. If Chanakya has to be there, he has to be respected, because those are the great minds that work, give advice. Because what is more important in your, either it is center and state, you need to have a set of advisor. If you cannot think all those things, it's not possible for a person to do all kind of things and execute it. That's why you have the ministry that you call it. And each ministry should have responsible person from that particular field. And that ministry also should have some advisor taken out from the society. That is the ideal kind of situation. But what is happening, somewhere it is ulta. Like if I am a chief minister, I am not naming anybody. I want to have all the portfolio. I can be a chief minister, I can be a poet, I can be a singer, I can be a painter, I can be a industrialist, I can be showing the gospel, all those stories, and all the people will be listening, 10, 12 crores people, the dance of democracy, they will sing, what a brilliant idea. Actually, those are not the brilliant idea. I told you these things are happening. Those things are happening in the other state also. One has to have developmental agenda that, okay, 5 years we are here. We want to take up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Those are the things to be there inside their mind. But that is not exactly happening. We are doing very cheap things. We are telling you don't work, everything will be free. I'm talking about the Delhi and West Bengal over here. Sometimes do not understand that what kind of philosophy they are holding, that philosophy of free concept. Now everybody, I also expect free, even the person who is the chief minister, he also or she also would like to have free things. Now imagine a situation, I am imagining a platform where Chief Minister is giving, you don't work, I'll give everything free, visually free, this thing, that thing free. Chief Minister also is one of the citizen of this particular state. She's also, or he's also thinking, I also should get the opportunity. So she also sits at home, or he also sits at home expecting something to come out. Now, this is a kind of a situation is coming down to a situation paralysis, right? Everybody is expecting things to come. Who is going to do it? Okay, then you start odd and even programming. I'm asking those questions. I'm naming also Arvind Kejriwal ji. You are from IIT. You can enlighten me your own knowledge and understanding how this previous concept is going to work. How electricity, bijli will you are. How it is possible? People have money. You give services. Forget about the things. All those things are not going to help you. It is going to give you some kind of mental satisfaction. Maybe you can be there for 5 years, you can enjoy cheapness to 10 years. After that, same thing had happened to Bengal Jyoti Bosu. I told him the story. One can refer my video. One need to learn from the history, the political history of India, what had happened, different leaders, what they have done it. Friends, I'm speaking all those things to think this is my message is going to everybody. Probably if they find it's wrong, probably they can criticize me. What had happened in 1947? We are all sticking to a Gandhi family. You know what had happened in Mahatma Gandhi, Tripuri Congress, Subhash Chandra Bose, even elected out. This Mayabad is totally eaten, taken over by Gandhiji. He used to see only in front of a Gandhi Nehru family because surname already given. Till his death, he has projected even the final partition of India has done under they are the basically catalysis, and it is represented and British mind that has worked and very nicely it has been done. Lord Mountbatten, Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, even the creation of Muhammad Ali Jinnah. So how this bread has to be shared, they have done very nice plan, everything, and freedom at the midnight had happened. That story is known. Friends, those are sad stories. Those are from there you have to learn the history, what lessons you want to take. After the Jawaharlal Nehru, if you see within Congress what had happened, I told in my previous videos that Jawaharlal Nehru, Mahatma Gandhi, they are very selfish in nature, and that is not my opinion. It is the opinion from the Nobel Foundation, directly or indirectly. They are trying to tell that Mahatma Gandhi's objective in South Africa, it is not to serve black and white, because he was ignoring the actual blacks in the South Africa. He was concentrating on Indian people, and he has taken many people from India by ship to South Africa. They have fought also. That history is known. Friends, when the ship is reaching to South Africa with so many Indians, so Gandhiji also was local Africans, right? South Africans people, they fought with Indians, right? It is something like the two oppressive thing. I am not getting food, you are not getting food. There is only one chapati. What is going to happen? Now you cannot have a kind of democracy over there that okay, I am a very nice person. 10 people come, one chapati make into 10 pieces. You eat something, I eat. Because you need food, right? Now you are taking all those people to South Africa to project all those things to fight. Here Nobel Foundation has got critical observation on Mahatma Gandhi is not getting Nobel Prize. One has to be very careful, and I told many times you read in between lines what one to convey. I have seen their review of many critical analysis what is talking about. I'm not getting details. Same thing Jawaharlal Nehru. Can you imagine 13 times somebody is applying for Nobel Prize? He was Prime Minister of India, I think, close to 13 years, if I'm not wrong, 13, 14, 15 years. Or he's the longest serving Prime Minister of India. Being as a Prime Minister of India, you yourself is writing or putting your nomination to Nobel Foundation 13 times. Means he has got a lot of resistance and tolerance level. I have seen in my bacteria very high temperature withstanding, and they are becoming hard and try to resist. Like in trees, summertime, if you see trees, they leave their shades and everything. But I could see Jawaharlal Nehru has got that guts, ambition. Like his ambition was nice, very nice to fulfill the nice. Every year, he has placed his nomination to Nobel Foundation. Now, friends, here look everything. I don't have any problem if somebody is appearing 13 times, 14 times, 15 times for any kind of exam or putting nomination. It is his choice and wisdom. But I understand that there is a limit for also for many issues, like you have limit for appearing for any kind of exam or in any government job. You can apply for 3 times, 4 times, maybe 30 to 35. After that you are not eligible to have the government job. So how brilliant you might be, at later stage you cannot appear for IAS officer because there is IPS officer or professor anything. There is age limit until or unless you are taking as an advisor and giving some position. That is my understanding. Friends, what I was trying to talk about many issues. I am trying to talk about our natural intellectual resources. India is a nice country with diversity. Now, one need to see the diversity, how to utilize the diversity. You have a lot of natural resources. So first of all, I want to bring my vision document, few things, few bullet points, right? I told many things over here and there, many ideas how the society India is a country, right? Is a country is having some border line, some sea line. Now this country has to be protected, right? 75 years gone down the line. I have not told many things. I have not told about many things because our constitution, whatever provision Baba Sahib Ambedkar has written, many loopholes I talked about in my vision document, one can refer. I told those things, and now you have to make a foundation. You have to make a foundation means you have to rectify corrective measures. All the articles has to be revamped where a level playing field, a defeated person should not be coming and taking the constitutional post. That kind of provision has to be abolished. There are many things history has given, many family people they have gone after the death of the many things. It went up to Supreme Court. All fights had happened. Even it happened to Bihar when Lalu Yadav went to jail and Rabdi Dadi became the chief minister. She was preparing chapati for her husband and installed as a chief minister of Bihar of 13-14 crores. Can you imagine a situation, what kind of democracy we are running? Rabdi Devi, I know I have a lot of affiliation towards Bihar. So I was laughing that a homemaker can be chief minister of a particular state. What a sad story. Our constitution is so liberal and that given the provision if somebody is going to jail and installing wife and somebody is controlling Bihar. Today we are talking about the Bihar. I have a lot of respect for Nitish Kumar, what he has done, and he's an honest person. So if you take the system in a very low level to bring it up, it takes a lot of time, lot of corrective measures. I have seen Bihar roads 20-25 years back because I was attached to many universities in Bihar. Ambedkar University, I have studied my Professor Bilgrami, K.S. Bilgrami, mycologist. I went to Pusha, Samastipur. I have done my PhD, most of the work over there. Soil analysis, everything I have done it. I am not talking in blank. I have seen in the university campus, daytime there will be fire. Professor, they never used to get salary. But on the other side, I have seen in Muzaffarpur, Lalu Yadav is coming with a chartered aeroplane, or not aeroplane, helicopter, landing and giving bhashan. After that, he went to jail. Teachers, professors, they have not got the salary for months after months, years after years. They are professors. All the professors, they are PhD from abroad. Bihar, if you talk about the Bihar, I have a lot of respect for those people. They are very brilliant. IAS, maximum IAS, they clear it. If you tell today, compare with Bihar and Bengal, is nowhere. Then that Bihar is a brand name, like brand. What is brand? People are very fascinated with Bihar, Bihari, those kind of things are there. But I have a lot of respect for Bihar. Let me tell you, being as a Bengali, I have a lot of respect for Bihar. Means my entire PhD, how guide helped me. Within 2 years, I could complete my PhD. And such a fantastic person I have never ever seen. I was not knowing him. He loved me so much 2 years. Then after 2 years, he told, now you can leave. Then I got fellowship for my further research and all. There I could access to John Webster, and we could present a paper in an international conference in mathematical modeling of symbiotic system. That opens up many things. I have access to RK Pachuri. I could go. After that, many things had happened. I could meet Dr. M.S. Swaminathan with great personality. Till I have a lot of affiliation to Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. I could meet previous president Dr. Kalam many times, many occasions. I had many opportunities to meet, and it reflects my mind that how those people have reached up to that level. If I'm able to do little bit things because they have done the sacrifice their whole life, so why don't you exercise your mind and do something? I've been doing something. I'm not telling I'm doing great job. I'm just analyzing them. I'm following it. They're my followers, right? And I follow them very closely, friends. I need to have a little water. Like that, in India, there are great minds. First of all, what I was trying over here, you need to estimate our intellectual capability, that is the human resource. First of all, our moral standard has to be given. I have published video, one can go each and every word I am speaking over here. Your moral standard means you should think independently. You should not be dependent on government. Government has given you many opportunities to have the studies with very cheap price. They are giving you protection, many things. Don't expect government to give job. I've told my government also, my advice, not creating job, creating an opportunity for everybody. And that is what entrepreneurship is coming into the picture. All the university in India, there are close to 8 to 10,000 research institutes, including CSR, DSR, ICR, Agriculture Research Institute, Medical Institute, big institute, central run, state run, more than 10,000 in the world. You won't find such a big institute. Now all the students are coming. Means you have a good human resource. That mind has to be utilized through entrepreneurship program. I told many times that each institute should have entrepreneurship program, so that a lot of brain minds should come out and they can be entrepreneur one day with their ideas. Entrepreneurship can be have it as engineering, physics, chemistry, mathematics, any idea. There should be must sell in each institute, and that is going to decide or change the dynamics of India. That is what you have to take 10 years plan on the entrepreneurship program. In terms of education, giving education to everybody, that has to be taken into consideration. Giving education to poor, food and all, they have to classify whom to be given benefit, not in general sense. If I am hungry, I have to be given food, not the other person who is already enjoying, has a lot of things, nothing to be given to them. That is what you need to understand, the distribution of, if any free schemes are there, I have told many times, like vaccination and other things, is 500, 200 rupees. People can afford it. Like, if people can afford wine of 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 rupees wine or drinking and all, for them giving those vaccination, they will take the advantage of the system. That is what I have told in many things. I am not discussing over here. My limited point is over the entire human resource should concentrate on different universities, intelligent mind, professors and everybody, so that what is happening in field level in agriculture, they should be given one territory wherever the research institute. It is already there now. It has to be synchronized and make them accountable at the end of the day. Some results should be shown, some reporting should be there to Government of India. So there must be some accountability. It is not purely academic exercise individual is doing. In this process, with field and practical experience, the quality will be much better on any paper somebody is writing. And in this process, what is going to happen, society will be benefited. One day you will have a good society, cultured society. There will be much more interaction when the great minds interacting with the societal problems. It can have anything, right? I'm talking about the research whoever doing sociology, many things can be linked to society to handle the social problems. Friends, I told about this part. The second part, people talk about creating job through entrepreneurship. That is one of the interesting. The second part I want to tell about the teachers. In India, each state is having primary, secondary, higher secondary, college, and universities. I told you many. Here it is very difficult to estimate. I do not have the statistical data over here, but I can think of in India close to 3, 4, 5 lakhs school you will find, colleges few lakhs, universities few hundreds under UGC, private, everybody is doing it. Like research institute 500, 600, CSR, DST, ICR, all IITs together, so it will be few hundreds, maybe 1500 research institute. Then international research institute, many institutes, they are agriculture university, state run agriculture university, hospitals. If you see the hospitals numbers are also very less compared to population. Now there is a question of also increasing the number of hospital. You have to make a lot of things from streamline to PPP mode. That is what I am telling. Private partnership, private public partnership. Government should give opportunity with open heart to establish few establishment I have seen in Europe. Like government cannot give job to everybody. An individual has to be involved in the societal problem, because all good minds they are ready to do work, friends. Now, third point, what I want to tell you specifically Bengal and all. I've studied in Bengal very closely, and also moved out to many states. I've seen Bihar, Delhi, UP. I've interacting with many scientists across India. Each state, imagine each state having close to 100 scientists. Now you can imagine close to 2000, 2500 scientists with a good research institute I've been interacting. I visit each state. I have seen one thing over here. Let's say primary school and secondary school. Now teachers, whoever is there, they are getting their salary. They are teaching it. Now I have few proposition over here. Now you have to think in a very serious way over here. Now new generations are coming. New post has not been created. Now let's say I am giving you a very simple example over here. I wish everybody should analyze what I am speaking. Let's say one school. Let's say this building is my school. It's a government school. There are 10 teachers, some things, 500, 600,000 students, they are studying. You have a fee structure or free, no problem. Government is giving, okay, education is free, 100 rupees minimum charges they are taking, but teachers are getting salary based on their qualification or they are 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, whatever, maybe more than that. Now you need to see that you need to do the budget calculation over here. What is the money required to run a school? Let's say you have 10 teachers, salary from peons, office bearer, electricity, water bill, many things are coming. You can have a complete techno-economic report that yearly what is the total expenses with 10 teachers, 12 teachers, 15 teachers, or number of subject. You can have, let's say, imagine a situation every year you need 50 or 60, 70 lakhs rupees. For imagining a teacher is getting 50,000 rupees salary, means on an average I am telling 50,000 rupees means yearly 6 lakhs rupees, right? TDS and other thing detection 4 to 6 lakhs rupees. Now 10 teachers, 6 lakhs into 10, 60 lakhs rupees. I am not telling that okay, you consider 15, 25,000 to 50,000. I am giving good salary, 50,000 rupees in Indian condition. 60,000 rupees for a school, right? You are running a school, another 60,000 rupees, another your office staff and office bearer expenses, you take another 30 lakhs rupees. Total, like, you need also for cleaning, maintaining school, 30 lakhs rupees per month. 90 lakhs rupees. You take another 10 lakhs rupees, 1 crore total expenses for a school of 1000 student capacity. Now, you are running one session like 8 hours, maybe 6 hours, morning session like 10 to 4, right? Now, if I have to make viable over here, think in that direction how much student fees you are getting. Now you know your each month you need 1 crore total expenses, if I say divided by 12, it is close to 12 lakhs rupees, right? Now if you have 1,000 students over here, and how much money? 12 lakhs rupees. If you are getting charging 300, 400 or 500 rupees per month each student, because I know in private school in Mumbai minimum 7-8,000 rupees per month people are paying over here, means yearly 96,000, 1 lakh rupee. Ordinary school, big school, I'm not talking about Ambani school, their fees are, they take in foreign currency, that is I'm not talking about. Minimum 1 lakh rupee in a private school they charge it. Now imagine a situation over here, I'm talking about, if you think of a student of 1,000 student capacity school, if you are charging yearly, let's say monthly 500 rupees, yearly you are getting 6,000 rupees from a student, 6,000 rupees yearly a student is paying. For them it is very affordable, I feel. Number one, you have 1200 student, means you are generating 60 lakhs rupees, if I am not wrong. I do not have calculator, I do not have any calculation. Now yearly you have 1 crore expenses and 60 lakhs rupees coming from students for the collection, right? Means still you have a deficiency of 40 lakhs rupees. Now I want to make it as a viable thing. Now school management has to think wherever it might be. I told you 500 rupees is a basic thing anybody can pay. Anybody can pay, because any state if you find, even it is not the cost of a chappal. In present evaluation, I am telling you, if you go to a medical shop or buy 1 kg fish, it is costing 400 rupees. I have seen people, they go to market, they buy it. Now, this philosophy of freebies has to be, education is free, has to be deleted from your mind. That is what I am trying to tell over here. You cannot expect this philosophy to be inbuilt here. You can have a common survey that how many people are ready to pay 500 rupees. Let us have a common people. You send a questionnaire, now you send election time, that whose party is be coming for election. You do that little market survey. Friends, what I was trying to tell over here, you have to understand, it is not, if your philosophy is there, no, I want to give education free to everybody, we don't like to charge anything, then you are doing something wrong. Here in society, again I am telling, even my servant, she comes, her kids goes to school, pays every month 2,000 rupees, earning 15,000 rupees from domestic work. Now I am giving you this example that can be cross-verified over here. Look here, you will be very practical. Imagine a situation, I am a father, I have given birth, I have 1 or 2 or 3 kids. Now here there is no restriction, number of kids or many things, there is no restriction. Now you have produced the kid, right? It becomes your responsibility. Why don't you understand that? Ethics has to be injected from the state or from the center. Look, we have not told you that you should have only 1 kid or 2 kids or 3 kids. I have published a video, you can see one gentleman is selling fruits in Mumbai. He is having 6 kids. Out of that, one is doing MBBS in Bengal, one is doing veterinary, other 4 daughters, they are doing nursing. Can you imagine, this fellow is a migrant laborer and me also a migrant laborer as per Dr. Kunal Sarkar. we are the COVID carrier, we are the migrant workers or laborers, we should not come to Bengal. Now, this is a debate I have uttered. I am expecting reply from Dr. Kunal Sarkar. That is fine. He has used his wisdom and knowledge. If somebody like, no, তুমি অধম তাই বলি আমি উত্তম হইব না কেন, right? If anybody is understanding Bangla, what else I can do? God is there to take care, Dr. Kunal Sarkar. I have nothing personal against you. I can come to your hospital. We can sit together, have tea together. No issue at all. So I want to give you a idea or a kind of a thought process to think over it. Next time you should not utter this kind of word which can hurt the people. I told you, a laborer also in Mumbai, their kids are doing MBBS and this fellow is going to do MS. He's planning for MCH. Probably he will have more qualification than you after some time. You understand that part. You are a doctor. That is what I told you. Never underestimate the power of common man, laborers and workers. Open your eyes. You can see many things in a greater way. Many great philosophers, they have come from very low and they reached up to high level. You have many examples in hand. You need to respect that part. Friends, what I was trying to tell over here is many things I am trying to tell. Here, I was talking that you have a deficiency of 40 lakhs rupees, right? I am giving a very instant solution over here. Now I am bringing the entrepreneurship over here in a school, like in a village or city, there are many rooms. One room please allocate for skill development for the students who want to do little bit skill, because all the kids are not meant to do PhD, MSc or going to big universities. Many are having the ambition to learn basic things. I have learned from the animal world how their mother teaches their kids to take care of few things, their defensive mechanism, how to eat food, how to cross road, how to identify the enemy, how to catch rats. That's why after 120 days eaten with so much love and passion and all dancing, she leaves. That is after 4 months, an animal can feel that now they are free, that they can do anything and they can survive. So in nature, if you can decide now, I am coming, I am very serious over here. For that matter, I am ready to go to anywhere, any state or central. If they are calling me, I am ready to come with my own money and give each and every economics. I want to make each school. There are few thousand, it will go in lakhs school. If you are able to make it sustainable, a lot of burdens will come, where all political leaders are trying to projecting that we want to create job for the teachers. I am telling you, make autonomous to each school with the indigenous management. Let them run it. Let them have fees collected from the student. Make it sustainable. Now, deficit of 40 lakhs rupees. How to bridge gaps? This 40 lakhs rupees yearly. I am proposing over here. Till in India, you have shortage of school. Now, you make it two shift. A government school, if you are running, let's say, imagine 10 to 4, try to bring this school from 7 a.m. to 2 or 3, right? Or maybe 3:30, one session, right? All government teachers can do the exercise. Now, if you want to have this entire house to be rented evening time, because they want to use the bench, chairs and everything, students, because I told you there is a surplus of lot of kids, they are not getting education from a good school. Now, if you give this entire house for only to operate 7 to like 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock evening time, one school session, maybe for management school, maybe for same primary school or 10+2 or 5th to 10th standard school, you decide a rent. Let's say we are talking about you have shortage of space. Now I am trying to make it as a kind of a management. You have 24 hours. I am trying to use over here maximum 6 and 6.5 hours. One session, another session 6 and 6. In between some gap. Once this morning session is over, let them teacher go to their home. They are not connected next time what is happening. In Mumbai, many times I have seen this thing. Same place that is being utilized in this. I was talking about the education institution should be kind of an individual entity and make it sustainable model. That is what my idea. There is a possibility whether without government help you can have an institute running. Teachers are recruited by the government and the salary part is taken care by whatever fees they are collecting. I was talking that part. I told, let me summarize. I told if you have school that already established 1 crore rupees is total expenses whole year, considering the highest salary or average salary, I have calculated it can be less. A good techno-economic business feasibility report can be drawn, make it sustainable. I have tried to reach that if you have 1,000 students capacity, you can have 60,000 rupees, 60 lakhs rupees yearly fees collection from students at the age of a rate of 500 rupees, and total expenses is 1 crore, means you have a deficit of 40 lakhs rupees. I was telling that same school, this is a kind of a asset. Now in India, close to 1.5 or 2 lakhs primary school or educational institute, many things are there. Like now I'm talking about the primary and secondary education, close to more than 2 lakhs all across globe, including Bengal. That can be quantified. Sorry, that can be quantified. And now if you are able to make two shifts, because in education in India, what is happening, it's a demand and supply is not proportional. Many, like if you see the our percentage of qualified, right, basic education, till there is a shortage of close to 30-40%. Now if you want to bridge the gap, make it two shifts. Even 8 hours teaching, I feel personally it's not required. Even university or any other places, 8 hours is too much, because I have seen in many academic institutions their methodology. I have published many papers or videos. The top education system that is in Finland, right, their methodology, the teacher students ratio, they do not have up to 16 years, no book, nothing, till they have the philosophy they have adapted, the natural talent. That is one of the greatest thing. I am not telling at beginning to revamp the whole education system. I am trying to incorporate few things over here like skill. That's why I told school premises 1 or 2 rooms can be created where you have lot of small thing, technical skill development. If anybody imagine like no up to 10 standard, not able to continue education, probably the basic skill like how to measure like no electrical wear or wearing job, some cleaning job, maybe there itself like some skill, maybe carpenter's job. There are many things can be taught, because I personally believe any place there are cross section of society's kids are coming for school. For many reasons they dropped out. In US also, even taking admission in a big research institute or big academic institute like Stanford, MIT, people have dropped out. They have done miracles in their life. I think at beginning, if you are able to create that opportunity in school level, I'm not talking about the primary, I'm talking about 5th standard to 10th standard or 11, 12 standard, when they understand the what is skill, what is the likings, because when you are too small kid, like from 0 to 8 or 9 years, you don't know anything, right? I'm talking about the age in between. Let's say from 8th standard you started, 8 to 10 standard some skill development, then 11 12 standard some skill development. I'm not getting into college. I'm trying to make over here a sustainable model for different school, making two shifts, right? Reduce from 8 hours to 6 7 hours, so that in the daytime you have 12 hours. If you are able to make it for 5 hours and 5 hours for them, 10 hours, still you have gap in between 2 hours. So now you have to adjust it how you want to do it, morning session and evening session, right? Like that. I have been to Europe many times. I have seen this kind of things are there. Even the different business center also different people are using the same premises, because those are the assets. Because your land buildings are fixed, you are not putting additional money, only you are managing. Here the government role has to monitor how they want to do it, whether they want to have PPP mode or calling tender for a school for renting out for a specific time. They can have open biddings process also to decide the rent, or government can decide that per square feet this much rent. Now here in the things, few things, now they have to clear it out, few things, that where government wish to run the school, because I told you they can have two shifts with another set of teachers, fresh teachers for the evening, because there are many students are not getting exposed to education. So students are definitely going to come here. Government is not putting no money additionally, trying to tell over here. I told, if you are rent a 20,000 or 30,000 square feet area is giving 1.5 to 2 lakhs rupees, it is close to 24 lakhs rupees. That particular time, whatever electricity administration, they can have a separate room. Little bit revamping is required. In school, typically what happens, like if you have many rooms, let's say morning time the particular room is allocated for the teachers, they might have their personal things, office paper, file, many things. So evening time they should not be using that part, that is the administration part. Other things, teachers where they are sitting commonly, the time there is no lecture kind of thing or class is not there, the same thing, another room for administrative, it can be developed. Or if not there, whoever is coming, that kind of agreement or arrangement has to be made, that you have a separate room for your administration, use the infrastructure. Now if you are getting 25 to 30 lakhs rupees based on the city, based on the village, based on the area, that can be decided. Look here, I am not talking about a simple government policy that in village you charge 100 rupees, because in city you cannot have the same fee structure, right, for the students. In city generally people are having money, they can afford to pay, you can have survey at the end of the day. But if you see in many states what is happening, the school fees in city decided by the government is a fixed amount of thing, village same thing, city also same thing. But you need to, if you do the cross section of the society, in city generally, if you are giving quality education, parents are ready to pay whatever money. 500 rupees, I told the basic minimum thing I told you. And it will be I'm 100% sure if you are even deciding 1,000 rupees per month, there are many friends they are ready to pay. Because basic thing, everybody would like to have the education. Even if you see, I'll tell you the economics also. If a small farmer also doing agriculture, yearly whatever crops they are growing, they are eating, let's say yearly if somebody's annual earning, even if I take 8,000 rupees per month from the agriculture, yearly 1 lakh rupees, plus you have pond, home resources, many things, those foods that is coming naturally, you don't have much more expenses over here. Even for a kid, if you are spending 10 to 12,000 rupees per year, they will be happy to give. Only thing, you have to give a kind of a sense of understanding. Look, this is what it is. I have not finished that part over here. Talking about the number of kids. Here in India, what is happening, the number of kids are also controlled, not controlled by the government. You can have any number of kids. Now, government cannot take the responsibility if somebody is producing 10, 12, 13, 14, 50 kids, right? They can put a kind of a ceiling. Look, if you have 2 or 3 kids, we can take care. First one, second one, third one, like a Chinese policy. One can understand what I am referring over here. Indirectly, I am trying to build a sense of accountability and responsibility which is going to help in long run to cross check the population, right? They should understand that what is the meaning of having one or two and what is the meaning of having 10 kids. It's an opportunity probably for them. They feel that if they have 10 or 12 or 20 kids, government is there to take care, education is free. But they do not understand this burden on later stage of their life. So one has to tell them that is what it is required for a society or a system to tell that what is the importance of having many kids or one kid or 2 kids or 3 kids or 4 kids. I am here not imposing that how many kids we should have, but we can put a rational thinking and average value that what could be the situation if it is 1, if it is 2, if it is 3, and what could be the devastated situation if you have 10, 12 or 13 or more. Now here the question is, who is going to teach? Look here, very simple thing. In a democratic system, government has to tell very open and clear terms. The way I have told you, the day you stop that one kid where they are going to sponsor even education free, the next kid has to pay 1000 rupees or 1000 rupees, 500 rupees per month. Each parent will be thinking before producing their kids, I am 100% sure. Or you can give them 1 or 2 free concession education. Now, the societal thing, that free concept cannot be generalized over there, even in school also. Now, if managers can decide that a poor person, with their own wisdom probably, because in a school they have their own management, they can decide that the poor girls or poor kids, they should not take money from them. So, who is having it is not in school. If you see, all boys and girls are having different family background, some are having good family background, they can afford to pay more amount also for their education. For that matter, management or government has to tell them, look, if your earning is this much family earning, your kids education fees will be this much. Because I personally believe, like, if I take the western education system, their salary difference is not much more. Even everybody is doing good. Even the university, big position, lower position salary gap is not much. If a teacher in India, like, having getting 50, 60, 70, 80,000 rupees salary, for them, for their kids, they can easily pay for their kids to 2,000 rupees per month, no problem. Okay, they can say why we should pay. It is basically something like that. When I file the return, individual return, if I earn yearly 30 lakhs rupees, my tax or liability will be more because it goes through different brackets, right? Are you getting what I'm trying to tell me? Government is telling if you have 4 lakhs rupees, if your whole year earning, you need not pay any tax. If it is more than 4 lakhs, you pay 10%, 6 lakhs, like 12%. I'm just giving some example that is there. If you have good profit in a company, like that profit from profit, based on the how much profit you have generated, you have to return to government. Here, why not we can implement very logical way, convincing people. I'm not telling you try to deviate. Look, your father is a professor, he is getting good money. So You can check out their annual return. Based on that, you can make a fee structure over here, at least to get more money. The way I cannot say today if I earn 50 lakhs rupees profit, if I am showing in my return file, as per the slab, I have to give 30%, 40% my profit money to government. That is income tax return. Let me tell you this much. Even GST also you have to return. So here things are very simple. You are putting rational thought, not the emotional, no politics, nothing, no dharam, nothing. Simple idea, society, people are living, they are having different earnings, different fee structure. You decide a basic minimum structure, this much fees to be there, the higher this much based on the paperwork. Again, I am telling it's based on the paperwork. They cannot deny that if somebody is earning monthly a lakh rupees, their kids are studying in the school, they should be access to free. They should give based on the proportional ratio of the return, the money they are getting from the family. I'm not talking over here the additional money what they are getting. I'm talking very logically over here, and it can be convinced taking the Indian tax structure return file, or when you are filing form 16 or returning file that is known to everybody, like a government sector, if you are a scientist, if you are getting 2 or 3 lakhs rupees salary, everybody knows that their tax is deducted at source. So you are no way to expect, even if you feel that you are getting 2 lakhs salary, at the end of the day, they calculate your yearly package, gradually they deducted your amount and you claim afterwards, right? So this claiming part is there based on your earning, and they know every month they will be deducting 50,000 rupees, and the last month they deduct the entire amount. No way you can escape it. Similar way, if you take down the line, it's a family, right? You are having kids and going to school, the same philosophy can be adapted. Here, I told you that two shift you are getting additional money. Now, this is morning session, it's a government institute, evening it's a private, you are getting rent out of it, and that is also a good amount of money. At the hypothetical figure I have given 1 crore. Even if you are getting 24 lakhs rupees, 60 plus 24, 84 lakhs rupees, there is a shortage of 16 lakhs rupees per year. You can have few other things in your mind, like increasing little bit fees 500 to little more. You should have basic fees 500 rupees, whether somebody is very poor or not, because somebody is surviving, having 2-3 kids, he must be earning 20,000 rupees minimum. In wherever in India, you need minimum 4-5,000 rupees for twice a meal, and if you are having this, you can calculate that part. Your breakfast, lunch, dinner, travel, everything you can calculate it. Any living human being roaming here and there, you can see they need minimum 5,000 rupees even they have a home. Okay, people might be thinking I have my crop comings from the home, I am eating home food. But if you can calculate that part also, it is indirectly, if you add up, this thing is going to come. That means you have a agricultural backup or any kind of backup. That's why you are doing it. Well, I talked about those issues in India. There are many agricultural lands. Now, the education, I have not finished it. I'll come back to the agricultural part. Here, I told you a sustainable model, morning government, or vice versa. It can be evening time government, morning private, and PPP mode, tendering, methodology selection, teacher, everything can be done. Or if it is a private, you have to leave them their freedom, what kind of fees they want to collect. To pay the rent, you should be concentrating on the rent part. Here, you should not be worried about then anything you are getting. You are spending, earning 1 crore, your total expenses yearly 1 crore. You can have your own account, that is audited thing, they can submit to the respective state department, right, government, every year return file. What is happening in private? I told 10 teachers, 10 to 12 teachers. Now if you can accommodate, like here government should play a role for the selection of teacher for that private college or private school. Here, they cannot directly interfere with the management. They can play a silent role or mentors roles over here, so that teachers should get a salary close to the government, because they have also life. Then qualified quality people will come. They can have little less number of teacher also, because in private what is happening, for 10th standard, 12th standard, for teaching, one can cover many subjects. There are talented teachers, they can teach 7 subjects. Now you can understand few things over here. So your no profit, no loss, balance sheet is clear. Government, each school should submit before 31st March one balance sheet to government, respective government. Matter is over. Now I have tried to give a very realistic solution to this problem. In village also, like there is many school, there are many ponds. There you can cultivate fish also, you can earn money. I know personally. School attached to a big pond, if you are cultivating, you can get 1 or 2 lakhs rupees. Fish, you can sell it and deposit into institute account. See, money earning, this is an idea. How you are earning money? A teacher is giving his life 30 years for a school with the surrounding many things. There are many trees, many nariyal trees, many economically important trees. Those can be utilized for many ways. Friends, this is simple example I have given. I think what I want to convey, I have made it a sustainable one, and one can try on trial basis also. Here, second part I am coming, the same philosophy can be applied for the college, right? College, you can have 2 shifts, one can be given to private, let them run the management or anything. Same philosophy I am telling, I am repeating, otherwise same thing will be very kind of a diluted thing. Prime location in Calcutta, imagine a situation, you have City College, Presidency College, Jogmaya Devi College, all the colleges, Vidyasagar College, you have University, Vidyasagar University, Kalyani University, Jadavpur University. I am just naming all those things, those institutes. If you are able to give evening time, some private company, there will be a competitiveness also. You can have better education, better competitive, better rational thinking, and that process within 5 years you will tell. University can be made autonomous. You calculate the professor salary, how much money you are getting, because anybody is going to taking admission in university or engineering, his fees cannot be 500 rupees or 1000 rupees. You should charge, right? Nothing is free. Now this free concept, if you are telling any student that I am studying in XYZ university free of cost, his mentality will be free. He will be expecting free things rest of his life. You might be thinking he is going home and having very luxurious life. It is obvious. Now he is having the inculcating the philosophy of free, and rest of his life he will be expecting everything to be free. Actually, then we are not nurturing the mind over here. Where I am trying to tell over here, government should play a mentor's role. Try to charge people. Sometimes some political leader give some mind development lecture in the television. If not, they are not doing. They should have some mentors who can deliver on behalf of government. Friends, what I am trying to tell over here, it is not a big rocket science I am telling. If anybody can give me any university, I can show you how to make it sustainable. I can tell you this much. But you have to give me freedom how I want to do it. You have to give me freedom in which mode I want to do it without affecting the common. I have all the sales like poor people, rich people. Considering everything, I can make a sustainable university without taking salary. Same principle I was talking about applying in college, university, allowing private companies to run management school during night time. This is a common thing in Europe, many other countries. It is not that I am speaking something from out of the box idea, because I have visited many things in India also. Many institute I am not naming over here. Their scientist salary is been decided based on the projects they are bringing. Either you bring it from World Bank, you bring it from outside, or you bring it from PPP mode, selling your technologies, many things, their survival, and they're getting 4-5 lakhs rupees salary per month. Friends, what I was trying to tell over here, there is a will and you can do that. If you are able to give the government establishment in a way kind of a lease of certain years with a certain terms and condition, I am 100% sure that all the academic institute in India, including the research, I'm not talking about the research establishment, core research, I'm not telling those things. I'm talking about where you are giving general education like graduation, master degree, and all those things can be dealt with very nice way, make it is a sustainable model. If anybody, any government, any state government, or anybody is listening, I can give techno-economic feasibility report for that. I have already explained to you that is a not a rocket science. Here I am talking about the education part is over from my side, starting from primary. Here in Mumbai, I have seen in a big school area, you have a primary school, even for keeping the kids, they have a different session, they have given, rented out, they are giving huge amount of, because once you have one infrastructure, you can create a sustainable academic atmosphere within that particular system, and you can have many opportunities, but one has to make a model at the end of the day. Friends, I had visited many universities. I have seen, I think I have covered up the education part. If anything further is required, I'm ready to answer based on if any question is coming. I'm ready to meet anybody in this world or India to get or give them more ideas. It's from my side, everything is free. Free knowledge. I'm ready to come with my own money if anybody wish to have, even for that matter, in a democratic system, I am ready to meet HRD, Ministry, Education Minister, Prime Minister, any Chief Minister or any Education Minister in a state. If they are finding that I have some logic, they find I am ready to come. You don't bother about my TADA and other things. That much I can, that much money I can come by a second class train, or I can come by cycle, doesn't matter. But the day you will tell me, I will reach over there. Probably what I'm trying to tell over here is very simple thing. You can do it if there is a willpower. You have to take your mind into second and third level if you want to be a leader. Like, no, you should have vision. I have told you, you can take advice. Similar way, agriculture sector in India, it's a very interesting thing. For a few years I've been watching and observing. I just want to make it as a bullet point. Already I have given my vision document over here. Only thing here I'm summarizing, because education part I have not told how the, if you are able to free the education system independent by controlling the government, make it autonomous, plus government role also is there for recruitment. I'm talking about here close to 2 lakhs school. 2 lakhs school means if you are creating job, another 10 or 15, 20 jobs. Can you imagine the what is the amount I'm talking about, and how much burden will be less lost by money, burden will be over from the government for giving salary. If government of India or state government sit together, decide a kind of a school running framework policy, I think if I take close to 5 lakhs school recruiting 10 teachers for another shift, 5 lakhs into 10, it is close to 5 lakhs into 10, right? That is 50 lakhs job for teaching to be created, teachers to be created, 50 lakhs. Now I am thinking in a very crude way. Now you have number of state, you divide it, how many, like you will have 50 lakhs means you divide it by 25, 26, 27 territory state, 30 divided by 30, no problem. Okay, imagine 30. The population is more, ratio analysis can be done. Even if you divide it by 25 to your 50 lakhs, how much? 30, 60, that is close to 1.5 lakhs teacher to be recruited. If you are creating a space with the existing system, this is too much, right? Here we are talking about in Bengal, Bihar, Odisha, this many teachers can be recruited and it can be made self-sustainable. Here is coming about the nation development part. I wish anybody is listening. I am talking about only 500 rupees fees. If you are operating private, they can charge little more because they have to pay the rent and other things. That is the understanding between whoever is coming for the school. They can decide that fee structure. Government has no role to play. Government here can play a role for the teachers recruitment, and their salary structure also can decide that this much minimum salary you have to pay. If any discrepancy, it has to be reported. Audit report has to submit it for the both. Either if you are running morning government, evening private, because they are part of the system or their management is private, but they have to listen to the government. That is what I want to tell over. You can PPP mode, it can be easily done because you are giving. I will rather love to have a school premises anywhere in India. If somebody is giving me rented out, I want to run that. I want to show a successful thing and very much possible. Even university also one can give me. I can have equal amount of students, good teacher, and parallelly this can be run. That is very much possible and very much in my mind. I want to express that part. Second part, the agriculture part, I have told you. Good irrigation, good water, good fertilizer, and a good market system, that is very much required for our agriculture. One has to understand our 60 to 70% agriculture people are dependent on agriculture. So water, irrigation, fertilizer, good quality seed, good practices, weather forecasting, you have to make little scientific way. For that matter, all the agricultural university or technical institute can be connected to agricultural field in a PPP mode, or it can be made mandatory kind of thing, mandatory for the agricultural student involved in the agricultural field with the idea of different technology helping the farmers with a little stipend that can be worked out the way I told this model. For that matter, any district magistrate or DM or panchayat can be involved for this part, that them give little freedom. Here, government can only monitor few things. Look, here I am talking about little honesty is required if you want to have nation development. I talked many times, if you go to Singapore or if you go to Arabian countries, same person who is doing all kind of nonsense thing they cannot do or get away in Singapore, coughing and putting chewing gum here and there. A huge amount of penalty they have to bear. But India, we are chalta hai attitude. Here I'm talking about fine tuning part. That is very much required. That is the monitoring system. Now government is not providing job. It is automatically created this many number of jobs I told you. And it is 100% sure confidently this can be created. I'm not speaking on a year, right? जिस बोलते हवा में बात नहीं करना है, मैं हवा में बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, बहुत रियलिटी लेके बात कर रहा हूँ. मैंने कम से कम 500-600 यूनिवर्सिटी मैंने देखा है, रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट देखा है, बड़े बड़े साइंटिस्ट से मिलने के लिए किया है. मैं छोटा सा आदमी हूँ, मैंने मिला है, मैं इतना ही बोल सकता हूँ एट दिस मोमेंट. फ्रेंड्स, आराम से आप सब कुछ कर सकते हो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. अच्छा रिसर्च भी कर सकते हो. ये संभव है जब गवर्नमेंट का विल पावर होएगा. स्टेट सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट मिल के सब कुछ कर सकता है। मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ जो कोर रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट है उसमें आप चले जाओ, मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ बीआरसी में आप 2 सीट 3 सीट बना दो, वो नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, नहीं बोल रहा हूँ टीआईएफआर में बना दो, आईएससी बेंगलोर में बना दो। आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट जनरल एजुकेशन जिसे चलते हैं इन दैट पर्टिकुलर एरिया, इट कैन बी इजीली डन। नाउ what I am trying to tell over here in the agriculture, Land Reformation Act has to be implemented. I told in my many videos, I don't like to extend this video, this land reformation part much more deeper way. It has to be implemented, that's all. The way Article 370 implemented, same way Land Reformation Act to be implemented as per 1965-72, whatever Land Reformation Act is applied. Even only Bengal, Kerala and Punjab, few places, rest not implemented. If you are not able to implement in agriculture land reformation act, there will be a surplus laborers and workers with a 300, 400 rupees. Their life would be much more terrible. But if you are able to distribute some land to them, directly cultivate, guiding by whatever I have told you, the resources with fertilizer and everything, they will do much better. So what is more important? Access to the natural resources, my economic theory is coming into the picture. One can refer my economic theory where I have taken very simple thing, biological food chain, how I have told that everybody should be access to the your natural resources like agriculture. From there, based on their capability, they can nurture themselves. Here is the sustainable model is coming. One can refer my new economic theory which is replacing Amartya Sen or many other scientists, social scientists, obviously Amartya Sen, Dr. Vijit, they are the Nobel laureate or East Bank Prize winner. I am not speaking, one can refer my whatever demonstration I have given about the new economic theory, one can refer that. This much I can tell you. It's an open document. It is available in YouTube, Facebook. Anybody can have access with critical analysis. So now here I told many things about the agriculture, even the crops, fixing like crops in India, different location, different crops. Here in Bengal, if you see rice, nowadays, jutes are not been cultivating. There are vegetables, green vegetables, flower, floriculture. I told about Bengal that I have many things in my mind, starting from Darjeeling tea. So they are dying now. The improvement of tea, different quality, different research institute can be incorporated for getting out different seedlings of tea, so that and the management part, local people can be recruited over there. What is happening in Darjeeling, that is what my visit I have seen, that many tea estate is taken over by big companies, right? Now their management and the number of people they work and controlling is totally, some monitoring is required over there. Local people involvement in many fields like agriculture, they can be given very lowest job and they will be happy. Now that for that purpose, your local panchayat or subdivision, division or magistrate level work that can be conducted, and they can control and monitor and report to government of respective state agricultural department what is happening, right? Here I'm talking about it can be resolved in many ways, because you need to have the little penetration, like it's not the surface one. Sometimes wherever is required, you do the surface sterilization, you can do that. But wherever is required to autoclave for a nice surgery, you need to sterilize everything with a particular temperature and particular pressure. Whoever is doctor or microbiology student, they can understand that part, the sterilization methodology. So like that, you need to see the society is a kind of a patient or a movable patient having little bit here and there. You have to keep the system alive and everybody should be happy. I have told you that part. So based on the crops, you starting from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, I'm talking about the Kashmir. I have visited all the places. I'm not talking on blank. I have interaction with a lot of farmers who are growing apple, We are growing very good product over there, flowers in Kashmir. So look, India is a beautiful country, so much resources. I have visited most of the place. Your entire North India, starting from Assam to China border, I had interaction with video with the people, local villagers. I am speaking from my heart today because there is nothing to hide. Even if you go to down south to Kashmir, Kanyakumari, Kerala, Goa, I've stayed there for 3 4 years doing my postdoctorate. I have worked on afforestation program using biofertilizers. I have published many papers. I have published my mathematical modeling of symbiotic system in international conference that John Webster was coming. He only appreciate me. That's a brilliant idea. It can apply it for social, many other various application. I got an offer from London University finally, though money. Friends, speaking, I'm spending my time because my experience I'm sharing. If anybody, any government is listening, probably it will be my pleasure if any state or a center listening this anybody, because I do not have any power and authority, because I don't like to enjoy the power and authority also. I'm only sharing my experience. If anybody is benefiting, if they find any content of my discussion topic, what I talked about, the agriculture as well as education system, make it sustainable. If anybody is finding interesting, they can write to me or call me anytime. I'm ready to come and discuss. Your India's agricultural system can be totally revamped. I can tell you with honesty, I went to meet Chief Minister of West Bengal once upon a time. I met with 5 IAS officers to discuss. Finally, they told to supply me boat. I told, well, you can think of doing something. I don't like to get into more in this thing because one can visit my different videos. I talked in length each incident, what had happened with date and timings. Look here, I am not here to criticize anybody. For that matter, people might be thinking I am criticizing Present Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. I love Mamata Banerjee. I love her spirit. But idea, when I talk about the Kaspul and Ghaspul IAS officers are smiling, they should take a lesson, right? They should not do the wrong treatment with the industrialists. They should ask people to come open heartedly. They should create an environment for industry, specific zone, specific area, either it is crop or any product or pharmaceutical company. They should decide the area location, making an industrial zone, right? That is what it is. If you go to China, how what they have done it, they have made SCG, where giving all the facilities, they are giving everything, they are allowing different countries people to come set up factory, and they are giving local people to work over there with good management and everything. In India, you have to create an work culture, either it's the industry or agriculture. That work culture has to be developed, infrastructure has to be developed, where people can be given opportunity to use all kind of SCZ, many things. If I talk about the Bengal, I told many times, if I close my eyes, I born in West Bengal, Midnapur, in a village called Panskuda. Village name is Mukundapur. I've studied over there. It is on the Daspur, Vidyasagar, where lives. From my home, if I shout probably Vidyasagar, if I was alive, Vidyasagar could have heard what you are talking about. পালজি কেমন কি আছো কেমন আছো ইতনা ক্লোজ বাই है खुदीराम बोस all those people they have lived in my close to my vicinity मातंगिनी हाजरा अगर मातंगिनी हाजरा मेरा दीदी होता था मेरा घर से मैं अगर चिल्लाता था दीदी सुन पाते हैं दीदी 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 मेरा पुकार सुनो दीदी बोलता था भाई तुम आ जाओ मैं बोलता था भाई हमने नाश्ता करके आ रहा हूँ दीदी मेरे लिए थोड़ा रुको दीदी हमारे लिए रुकते थे मेरा भी दीदी है ममता दीदी आपसे मेरा कोई दुश्मनी नहीं है आप ये मत सोचो मैं कुछ कर लेंगे मैं डेवलपमेंट का बात कर रहा हूँ आपका नवान्नो गया था नवान्नो से आधा घंटा 2 घंटा में लिफ्ट से उतार के आ गया इफ़ यू वांट टू हैव रियली डेवलपमेंट थिंक ओवर इट look out for the minds who can do for you people are there to think over it honestly I am telling there is a scope for development in Bengal in various sectors because you have added advantage already. Land Reformation Act has been applied in Bengal. This is the only state That's why there is no problem. Everybody is having little small land. Now you try to modernize it little bit. Try to take Ganga river water with a irrigation pipeline, give water to everywhere. It won't take much money for that matter if you take it pumping and taking water to different agricultural land, bringing new varieties. That is one thing. Different technology of a small area, you can do multiple crops with a bigger productivity. Soil fertilizer, connect to all the agriculture university to particular district, because you have state agricultural departments, many things are there. Make them accountable for that matter. Involve students for that matter. Sorry. Here I am talking about my native place, Mednipur, now Purva Mednipur and Paschim Mednipur. There's a lot of fertile lands. You get good vegetables, fish, twice, thrice, so much fish, so much milk. You can have one home, right? I had been to Birsa Agriculture University. There you have a sustainable model. It's a nice agriculture university. I met vice chancellor over there. They have taken me how a sustainable village can be developed. There they talked about everything over there. Even I am adding up, simply I am telling, you can have a small piece of land with 3 or 4 members, you can live in village. You can have a small pond or few buffalo for milk. You have a cultivation land. Without taking any government help, you can lead a nice, comfortably. I have seen things in Switzerland. If you just go out or get out from the Zurich city, you'll see people are cultivating buffaloes, goats, and everybody. Now the question is over here in life, what you want. We see Switzerland is a beautiful, but there also have a farm. People are working over there. They are happy. They could give power, electricity, and whatever basic thing in the village level. And Switzerland is one of the richest, and they are following the fullest democracy where people's participation after selection also, there is no opposition as such. They talk about only the development part. That's why Switzerland can do the miracle. Have you ever heard Switzerland is fighting with anybody? Nothing. Silently they are doing anything. People are depositing money, Swiss bank, no problem. Corruption is there everywhere. If you want to dig out money, you dig out, no problem. I'm not getting into Swiss bank story, but on an average, Swiss people are very calm, and I have so many Swiss friends. I am not naming, they are my Facebook friends. I met them for different reasons, right? Still, they are my friends. I wish one should be honest. Whatever you are doing in life, one should be honest, some level of honesty, and we should not do the corrupt practice. That is what ethical things are coming into the picture. Ethics is very important, and one should hold some ethics. It is not telling that I am ethical, I am honest. India is one of the most corrupt state. The image is not that good. Even there are so many mandirs, so many masjids, so many church. People are going praying in front of God. I don't know what they do. I don't go to any mandir, any masjid. I have returned from any places. But let them practice it. But I want to know their inner of the heart, what they speak in front of God, what they do. They want to neutralize that sin, they do it, or they ask for many things. You, God, give me courage to be more corrupt. That is also possibility. Some philosophy has to be there, otherwise, why people are moving towards different temples, church. We should be spiritual, people should be honest. That is what the basic fundamentals. But if you see the global index, corruption, rape, and everything, India is not in very good shape. But compared to previous year, 10 years, 20 years back, it was more little. Now it is gradually improvement. Now if you see the symptoms here, it's a disease patient kind of thing. You are putting lot of ointment here and there. Government is coming, trying to do something. Now it's our people and public sentiment that they have to support the system. An individual can be an isolated item that you cannot keep away, that you are not knowing what is happening. Let's say in front of your home there is a bomb blast and all. What you do? You go inside bathroom, close your room. You should see that why this thing has happened, because your involvement is required. If you are capable to do at least monitor, take a video, analyze it, who has done it. It is like giving information. That's why your legal system is coming. People participation, they can give inform, well informed that what is going on, it is not wrong, this is the evidence. I'm not telling people are not doing it, but in commonality, in a society, it has to be very kind of a collective practice in your life. That is what. In Europe, if you go any guy, they don't talk about what is your religion and dharma or anything. They talk about the idea level. I'm talking about here a society talking in idea level, not asking religion, whether you are Hindu or Muslim, anybody, whether you are from a poor family, rich family. In the US and America, if you ask anybody how much money your father has taken, a brother has taken, he might be not telling anything. You will tell that why you need to have how much money have taken my father. Because Western country, they are very much, father knows that this much support. It's like a cat. 120 days, mother lives very coolly, they know it is comfortable. Same thing, Western philosophy. We have to get out from the Mayabad. We shouldn't mix up. Mayabad should be at home, and rationality should be there in your analytical life. You should be analytical each and every way. Parents should not give those support. They should take out the support once point in time, let them realize few things to make them more stronger. That is what it is. It is not that we do not have the love. Sometimes you have to hide certain things to make somebody more stronger. That emotional game, emotional punch, even if you somebody you love, please don't express also. Sometimes it is dangerous. You should know that emotional thing. You should have a in dialectical thought process, the emotion playing with emotion. You should be a Raj Kapoor, right? In a society also same thing, acting, playing. The political leader, same thing. You should be also an analytical Raj Kapoor. I'm not telling emotional Raj Kapoor. Once to become an analytical Raj Kapoor, one has to utilize his knowledge and wisdom for the development and betterment of the society. For that matter, he might or she might not be knowing many things, but he can take always the advices and wisdom from different people. How to do that? For that also, that acceptance should be there. Otherwise, nothing is going to happen. Friends, I talked about the education system. I talked about the how school, college, university can be made autonomous or independent. I gave you complete economics also. No burden to government, it can run. Previously, I have given Air India also concept, but nobody listens at the end of the day. Because you are a small man, it is not that way. They think that this words has got no value. But I am now serious. I am thinking that whatever I am speaking, my wisdom is feeling that somebody is telling me to speak those words, somebody is going to listen for you. That's why I am from morning 4 o'clock to till I am sitting. I do not know what is the time it is. I have a watch over here. It is 10:15. In between I took little break, even not break because my mobile battery was down. I could something. What I was trying to tell over here, I want to finish the whole thing over here because I was trying to get out. I told the reformation of the constitutional whatever things it is required, making autonomous to even election process. I told to conduct the election process you can save 1.5 lakhs crores rupees, because if you conduct an election now, I have just deviating over here. There are many things in society, like if you have a body with so many diseases now, each has to be rectified like a election process. I am telling, I have given my videos on election process can be made full autonomous. I am giving the bullet points within 1 month. Like one can put the nomination online, voting online by using your PAN card, Aadhaar card, like ATM card. You give 1 month time, 80-90% people can give vote nomination and everything. Sorry. Friends, let me summarize few things. Many things I am speaking, I do not have any script or anything ready. I've been telling this is my 30 years wisdom, and that is I am exercising over here. I told about again the education system, absolutely clear from my mind what education system make it is a sustainable model, starting from primary to university level, make it sustainable. Everybody's salary can be taken care by the respective university without any government support. I give you the model. Second part, I told you the agricultural part, how this can be developed. Let me again tell you a little bit more about the India's diversity I told about. I'm taking from down Kerala to Kanyakumari, cashew rice cultivation, Tamil Nadu rice, Andhra rice, Bangalore rice, different plants, different crops they are growing. You have to take all those things, the local crops they are growing. All the horticulture research institute, ICR should be playing more roles over here. For industrialization, DST Department of Science and Technology should be taken very role. CSIR has played. CSIR both can take care agricultural as well as industrial. Let them come out of the scientists what they have technologies, have the entrepreneurship, giving their technology even free of cost. I told about many times. Let me, I'm summarizing the agricultural, because those scientists has very powerful. Let them utilize their knowledge and wisdom, give them free hand, their technology, entrepreneurship, MOU signing. Because I was involved with technology commercialization, I feel technology can change the dynamics of the society, the agricultural shape of agriculture. Even I have talked about my whatever simulation modeling, new crop variety development that can be brought into the picture is already there. New germplasm can be sold based on the climate change condition. New irrigation watering facilities. There are a lot of research institutes that are working on irrigation and water. New water sprinkling facilities, limited source, different universities they have model, sustainable agriculture model, horticulture, aeroponic, hydroponic system, floriculture, storage, preservation, localized preservation that can be done very easily. It should be micromanagement, right? I'm talking about micromanagement should be there so that make it sustainable each and everywhere. Sustainability word I am using, anything is I'm talking about mathematical equilibrium part, what is coming from that mathematical modeling of a symbiotic system. If you have to make a symbiotic system everywhere, you need to see a constant here or a break-even point, nothing is coming. So if you are able to give the sustainability for each system, if you are able to make few pockets sustainable, government burden will be much more leisure. Here in agriculture, I told about water, irrigation, fertilizer. There will be synchronization of everything so that you get proper water, proper seed, and also farmers to sell their product wherever they want to sell it. And Land Reformation Act on top of that I have told you. How to implement it? A simple way one can do it. There is no issue, right? Like CA, NRC, people are getting documented like a PAN card, Aadhaar card. You can check out how much land somebody is holding. If it is beyond that limit, that has to be taken. If it has to be taken, it has to be taken. How? It is the wisdom of the state they can take it, wisdom of center they can tell different state you execute it. That is the thing here. One has to do it, right? Now who is going to build the cat? That has to be decided. Somebody should be there to do that. Friends, it is not a very philosophical understanding. I'm giving a very practical solution. If I'm hungry at home, if everybody is expecting somebody is going to prepare for food, so if my kid is telling father will prepare, wife is thinking father is going to prepare. Now, question is everybody expect. I'm also thinking my wife is also going to prepare, my daughter is going to prepare for me. Okay, you wait, you wait, you wait, you wait. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Now here is the question of your hunger is like getting out of thing because you have to have food. What you do is simple thing. You have everything at home. You go down and prepare food. That's all. Matter is over. You prepare food and give it to everybody. I'm giving you a domestic solution over here. Friends, what I'm trying to tell you, same thing in society. You have to see it. What you need basically. Distribute the natural resources, not directed to a particular community or person. You have to be open, right? It's a social service. If you see the freedom movement like 1885, the establishment of Congress, like it's a platform, everybody will come, they are very honest. After that, gradually corruption has taken place in a political ambition and all, that is a different thing. But if you take overall, whoever have come for the Congress to work to fight against British, they are very honest. That honesty level has to be brought into certain level. I'm not telling everybody should be pure. I'm telling it is going down. There is a time has come to uplift it and execute it. It's a time has come for the execution, because 75 years gone down the line, it is not the 1950 population was close to 50 crores. Now it is 140 or 150 crores. I have told you. Now you have to manage same land. In 1947 you have the same land. Now you have the same land. Now your population is increasing. Your demand and supply will be there. Now you have to bring the science and technology into the picture. You have to bring everything into the picture so that everybody has access to everything. Friends, it is not a very rocket science I am speaking again, I am telling. It's a very simple solution I am giving. One has to be very open and honest. Another point I want to tell you, here in India, what is happening in industrialists, this allergic nature, you have to open-heartedly invite the industrialists to open up. They have to tell very clearly, like, no unions. Unions are there to give their recommendation, but there must be some agreement. The wages, rent, or whatever thing, salary is given, that should be decided based on the production. There is no extra demands from both industry side, management side, to the laborers and workers side. There's some commonality where you can fund it. Otherwise the C2 or other unions, I'm naming those C2 because I have experienced all those things. The shutdown business has to be stopped, because otherwise there will be a fear factor of industrialists that anytime anything happen. It is happening across India, specific state, specific area. These are things. Sometimes it is motivated politically, sometimes unions are much more stronger. See, opposition party and ruling party has to be friendly together. Once they are elected, they have to work in tandem. It is not that ruling party is ruling opposition. There should be constructive criticism. That is what I want to tell over here. One should listen to each other. That mutual respect should be there, because we are all part of the society, right? If my neighbor, at home also, I can have one ideology, other can have ideology, but night you together come and stay together. That is in many families, it has been seen similar way in a society. It's nothing politics over here. Whoever is doing whatever politics, their ambition is to develop. If the ambition is to develop a nice nation, then where is the conflict? Friends, sometimes I feel in India there is no need of election, there is nothing is required. What you need to do, you make a agenda, you can save a lot of money. Good society people can come and form a democratic and run this country with good administration. Loyal, it is my thought, it is not that like a company. How you select a CEO, how you select your employee, it can be done nice way. But if you have to run the democracy, you have to have the democratic value and wisdom to be exercised, and accordingly the people will going to decide who is going to be prime minister, who is going to be chief minister. I talked about many issues about the loopholes of our constitution. Our constitution is the backbone of our nation. It has to be strong. No pillar has to be kind of a weekend. If you have anything, probably that has to be repaired and rectified if somebody is finding. Like I told, like uniform civil code, reservation. I have told many times the reservation has to be totally abolished. Is enough. This business has to be stopped. Now, how to do it? That is the choice of the government. The wisdom of this thing, it has to be done. There is no more reservation is required, because we are getting into second and third generation. So if I'm a scheduled caste, I'm an IAS officer, my kid also is going to benefit, then her kid also is going to benefit. It is not that way, it is not possible. You have to finish this reservation business totally. One is to think what is good for the country. Even Ambedkar has not told to keep this reservation for 75 years or 10 years. Friends, I'm telling all those things because finally at the end of the day, I'm talking about an ideal society. I'm talking about the development. I'm talking about my India vision. Definitely, I'm going to speak. Without that, I cannot speak in the air. If India has to reform within India, people has to correct, taking the corrective measures meant to make great nation. I talked about all the universities, IITs, their ambition to serve for the nation. Sorry, what is happening right over in the IIT. We are producing export quality IITians. They are going abroad and settling down. Government has to take a strong note of everything. If you are IITian, they should be given with their caliber capabilities. Let them set up something, that provision should be given. Otherwise, after a few days, you'll see that all export quality things are going out. Finally, who is going to take care of this great nation? Because those are the minds tomorrow they are going to do for the country, for the betterment. This freebies concept to be totally abolished. You work, earn, create an opportunity for the laborers to work in the agricultural field industry. Now I told you about 60-70% if people are dependent on agriculture, rest 40% industry should drop in MSME. There are many things are there. You can bridge that gap. Then academic institute, educational institute, hospitals, all those things together, you can have 100%. There will be millions of jobs created with the micro and macro management. The policy has to be framed out, otherwise it is not possible. And that policy making, each step, like you have to give different partners over here, panchayat, your division, subdivision, district magistrate, the administration to monitor everything, because party will go after 5 years, but the same administration will remain same, that is the skeleton. The good administration is very important, like any academic institute, like Vice Chancellor goes, Vice Chancellor comes, PM goes, PM comes, new PM comes. But the same IAS, same bureaucrats, say officer, all those people are there. Actually, they are doing the entire job, that has to be respected. It is not the leaders. It is there, the leaders in the democratic system. Leaders are there to monitor, but they are not here for a long term, because they will be, again 5 years, they will be elected. It is not known that whether they will be coming or not. But the same IAS officer, same bureaucrat or BCS officer, they will be there. So they should be nurtured. I have another plan, like after election, whoever is electing, either it is from the ruling or from whoever elected member, they should be given proper mentoring training for 7 days, 10 days, 15 days, with a good minds, right? How to develop the nation, that concept to be given. What are the steps probably they can, what are the discipline they want to maintain it. Within the framework of the constitution, they should be given, like IAS, IPS officer, they go for training. Like an army, you go for training. After 2 years, 3 years, you come out, you a perfect disciplined soldier, like you develop. Similar way, that much nurturing is required, otherwise anybody will come and whatever they want to speak, nothing is going to happen. I talked about this Ghasful story. No, this is not the thing, that the way of thinking. Your Jhalmudi, these are there, they are small. Now, if you want to have the mass scale, one has to see that what kind of opportunity have. Otherwise, think about the industry part. Industry can be set up, many products, pharmaceutical industry, medical diagnostic kit, inviting many people. Many people are waiting to come, only thing they are waiting for the opportunity. They cannot come and straight away, you cannot give them Marcy land and you build up something over there. You have to make the basic platform a kind of a industrial hub with a proper plot, so that they can do something. Friends, those are my practical experience. I have visited many MIDC industrial hub. You have to think of the China model, right? Or if you go to, I have been to South Korea, how they have developed. Is a small country. If you get out from the Seoul airport, go to different industrial hub, small company, what they are doing. Those all Samsung and all those things, Hyundai. Many things they are doing, many countries they are doing, they are putting their manpower. This brain drain has to be stopped. Intelligent brains is equivalent. Israel, they give the respect for the intelligent brains. They evaluate. One Israel is equivalent to thousands their brains. It's like management of brains. One leader can take care whole country. Same way Israeli they respect individual respect. As you have to identify from the society who is contributing. It is not the emotion. You have to put the rational thinking process over here, a stringent process, not very stringent like philosophy of Gautam Buddha. It is like a process, means there will be protocol, right? within the framework. You should not deviate and everything. Friends, I have covered many issues over there. I have covered in my previous lecture many issues over here. I talked about the medical system, medical facilities. Nothing is free over here. All the medical colleges, everybody, it should be revamped. Many more new colleges, new private colleges entry should be there. At the end of the day, you can have specific treatment, total cost, how much you take, that can be decided. And if anybody is deviating, one can report to somebody that additional charges they are taking or not, that can be monitored. If you are not well, obviously you will take treatment. For that money is required, but how much money? Let's say like eyes, nose, any surgery, there must be some breakup, right? I talked about Air India, like once upon a time I want to go to from Mumbai to Lucknow. The next day I had a meeting. Air India ticket is 25,000 rupees. Now how I am going? Two-person is going 50,000 to attend the next meeting. I told in aviation sector you should decide the price ticket cost based on the route, like a railway ticket. This is the maximum, this is the minimum, so that it's comfortable. 25,000 rupees to and fro fare for Germany. If you pay 30,000 rupees, you can go to Germany, Frankfurt, come back. Right now you are going to Lucknow, 900,000 kilometer. Air India ticket is how much? 25,000 rupees one way. I don't know if it is something like you are taking the special chartered plane or something like that. It is not that way. Flight goes empty. I have gone many times. I have shown video right now. Entire flight, only one person is sleeping with pulling my legs into 3 seats. Look here, important part is you have to understand the economics. How it is tough to make a ticketing, right? If you are making it below 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 rupees, millions of people can travel. If you have more quantity, you have business. That is where sustainability. I do not know that whole aviation system wisdom, they are not addressing this small issue. It takes 5 minutes. Decide different route. This is the fees minimum. Amend it. Give it to a circular. You can give a COVID circular. You don't come out from home. You be at home for these many days. You can count the number of patients are there exactly in TV channel. In Kerala, in Bengal, in many places, these many COVID patients are coming. Maharashtra. You have that data, that analysis. Now you do not have a aviation sensor system is running without a pricing policy. Friends, it is the knowledge and wisdom one has to exercise it. To be very honest with you, before TN session, I was not knowing that. I used to know that election was used to conducted by the ruling government. When TN session came, he changed the whole dynamics. You know which TN session I'm talking about. He's a nice man. He's a man with courage. You need individual person. I told about TN session means he's a courageous person who can take and utilize the same constitution, can exercise his knowledge and wisdom to take out the things. Individual mind should come and do this exercise. That is what I am telling. The willpower has to be there to serve the people. No vested interest. Coming back to every time I feel castful and castful is a nice thing, because I usually when I utter this castful, I recall Satyajit Ray. He's a great mind. Now present day castful business, people are trying to echoing, but Satyajit Ray, he has done many things with this. Opu and Durga, one can visit my analysis of castful story. We have to come out from this level 1 to level 2, level 3. Again, I am telling, think of industry. Bengal, I am coming back. I belong to Bengal, Medinipur district. Many places proper water is not coming during summer time. Make good irrigation system, river, Kongsaboti river, use it. Watering to all agricultural sector, every field. Science, you can apply it. You will see the miracle is happening in Medinipur. Medinipur is a big district. Go to Jhargram. You see how many natural resources, how many trees, Surya Robusta, Tectona grandis, all those things. One big tree is costing crores of rupees. But there are a lot of smuggling is taking place. That has to be checked. See, I told you in society you have to see all the angles. You have to preserve the forest also. and government can earn a lot of money from this Jharogram belt, even if they're telling these are the belts of Naxalis and all. It is not that way. If you are giving education and everything, they are the good people. You have Jharogram College. There's nice people staying over there. I know Bengal well. I know Mendipur Vidyasagar University. From where I passed out, people are very nice. Everywhere you have agricultural field. Only thing, give proper good quality varieties of seedlings. Educate the farmers. You have district DM. Let them take it. All those jobs. Plantation. I talked about in India. If you take the plantation program for different varieties for 15-20 years, you will have billions of dollars that is coming through plantation, big trees. I talked about my previous lecture like selecting coconut trees, palm trees, many trees in the agricultural field you can use for bordering, covering. You see those are giving a lot of fruits after 5-10 years. One coconut is Mumbai is selling for 60 to 100 rupees. Can you imagine? One coconut tree can give you close to 5 to 10,000 rupees per year earning. Imagine a situation if you are able to cultivate coconut tree in a small agricultural land, 100 coconut trees, you can imagine how much money will be generated. If you have a small pond, cultivate fish, different fish that will be required for your home, you can sell in the market. It will give you live cash. You can enjoy your life. It is not the industry. Every time I say industry is not going to give you anything. If you are strong in agriculture, if 60-70% people are solving their problem, getting food, shelter and education, and milk and other things, they do not have any other demand and ambition. Already they have at home, they have TV, they have music system, they are getting power supply. They can enjoy their life in a visual. The India can be made a Switzerland, big Switzerland. That is what I was thinking. My dream is there. It will be another Switzerland. There is every possibility. India is a nice country because the temperature, it is not Europe. It goes up to minus 20 degrees centigrade temperature here. Even the winter season, except Kashmir and lower few part, rest India is a very nice environment. Even summertime also things are nice. So here everything is possible, right? Using sea water to potable water. There are many plants can be established. There are many issues. I keep on telling many things where science and technology can be brought for using sea water into potable water. How is Israel, you see it? They are selling water, sea water, converting into potable water, selling to all Arabian country, making money. Israeli mind. They are selling the missile technology. Now question is there. We have the capability. For that we have to stop this brain drain. Keep those ideal minds over here. Create an opportunity for them to work. Make an amendment, right? You have to work for 5-10 years. If you want to go, you can go. Permanently you go. You don't come back. Okay, one friend refer my videos. Friends, I am finishing this thing. I am finishing my almost covering up. I have not told about the medical part also. I have told you, you have fee structure. Each operation, you should not charge this much. I have talking about, there is a recent incident, Dr. Kunal Sarkar, who told that we are the COVID patient. Every time this Kunal virus comes to my mind, I want to get rid of this Kunal virus, Dr. Kunal Sarkar virus. The reason behind it, being as a doctor, renowned intellectual representing Bengal, is summit, what you call it, in Bengal summit conducted by a newspaper in 2021. He has told very openly that we are the migrant laborers and workers bringing COVID virus and spreading across Bengal. We should not come, something like that. My objection was they are telling us a migrant laborers. I told you, you read the history of 75 years, what had happened to Bengal. I am again bringing Dr. Kunal Sarkar. Think the way I have told, I have spent my time, energy. You can also come out with your own vision document. I'll be very happy to listen each and everything. I am an obedient student. You are a very knowledgeable person. I don't have any knowledge and wisdom. But excuse me, don't say we are the migrant laborers and workers. Probably you have understood what I am trying to tell over here. If you want to think a development, please speak on development. Whether somebody is listening or not doesn't matter. You speak your mind. That is what it is. Kunal Sarkar, I have not got your reply again. So, friends, what I am trying to tell you, in Bengal, many possibilities are there. I want to finish my Bengal talk over here. So, there are many few things I want to talk. I talked about Mednipur. I talked about Jharagram possibilities. I talked about the education thing. You go to Haldia, go to Digha. This is a nice tourist place. Fishing zone. You can have lot of hotels over there. Government of Bengal can earn a lot of money over there by selling their lands, establishing hotel over there. The fishermen can be encouraged to tap different fishes and sell into Bengal. There they can fix some preservation things to preserve fish, and from there they can do the export also to neighboring countries. In Bangladesh, if they can sell Ilsa to America, my American friends, they say that we are getting Ilsa very cheap price. If Bangladesh can send to different corners of America Ilsa fish, why not Bengal? You can send Rohu, Katla, Lebio, Rohita, right? Those kind of fish are expensive, people are expecting, because all the foreign countries and all, they do not have Europe and all. They need support from countries like us, flower export, horticulture, many things you can do it in Bengal. Most of the flower coming to Maharashtra, Mumbai, which is growing. Riyadh, the river Kamsaboti, just cross Panskuda, going to Kharagpur. See the flower belt, how much. Entire railway track, like you can develop from Howrah to Kharagpur to Jhargram. On side of them, you can have industrial hub. Many things can be developed. Like it's a wisdom. Like one has to think in that direction so that that can be established. Friends, I talked about Mednipur, Haldia, petrochemicals that can be revamped. A port can be developed. And talking about Mednipur is a hub for anything. If you see, you cannot talk Mednipur, Bengal without Mednipur. There are many reasons for that. Probably somebody is understanding, somebody will understand it. So now you have Howrah district, many agricultural field that same can be done. Local fruits, local things can be cultivated. There are many ponds, fishing, dairy, many things can be developed. Kolkata is a place surrounding 24 Pargana, Bay of Bengal. Many things, prawns, fish culture, cultivation, agricultural field. Farmers can be given better safe if it is managed properly. With the healthcare system has to be improved. That has to be done. Otherwise, how it is possible? I talked about 24 Pargana, North 24 Pargana, South 24 Pargana. It's covering up, going little off. You have Malda, Murshidabad, the great mango, all the kings they used to cultivate. Mango is very expensive, have good preservation system, make some product over there. Involve local farmers, Malda, Murshidabad, all those things. Going to Jalpaiguri, all the way to Darjeeling. Now you see diversity, big trees, agricultural land, rice cultivation, farming, duck culture, many things, goat farming. Have varieties involved. North Bengal Agriculture University involved, Kalyani Agriculture University to give them good breeds. I had visited those universities, that's why I have stayed. I played with the ducks, we played with the goats. A lot of videos, different farming with a lot of ducks they can play, and eggs are very expensive eggs. Friends, how many things I want to tell you over here. I have covered up everything over here. What else probably I can speak? Finally, I want to tell everybody that it is the wisdom of the government. It is not my wisdom. I can speak. If they want this, all those things free of cost in writing also, I am ready to give. I am ready to give my techno-economic feasibility report because I was involved with Government of India, ICR. I was a business manager. I have my 8 technologies plus 2 technologies, 10 technologies. I have established 60 projects with my own technologies. In this capacity I am speaking. I am a very small man. I do not have any ambition in life, political ambition. I wish in India everybody should be smiling and they should get proper respect wherever they want. The qualified people should come up, think about the entrepreneurship. I told entrepreneurship can create millions of jobs, what I have told you. And I am ready to prove that also if given opportunity. Now, question is, it is not me as an individual, it has to be taken into collective wish and desire, it has to be accepted, everything has to be taken into consideration. Friends, my voice is little choking because of the cough. Finally, I want to conclude few things. I told many things like each state, like MP, India, like each state, Punjab, if you go wheat, good variety, green revolution, Dr. Dimas Swaminathan. So he's my guru. Okay, this much I can tell you. He is my very much guru. He is very old person, and I wish agriculture department must be doing very well. They should take a lot of inspiration from Dr. Swaminathan and his wisdom. They can take it, and taking a lot of help from the scientific whole ICR system can help. There are plenty scientists they can help, starting from Assam Agriculture University everywhere. I know many scientists, they are eager to do it, and they should be only channelized or told they are ready to jump, or there is no problem. They can use their own wisdom and exercise to help those farmers. They are helping you also. Only thing, it has to be extended and some accountability to be fixed at the end of the day. Friends, I talked about the industry, I talked about the no union. Union is very dangerous. Union is a kind of a catalysis, is a negative catalysis. So, stopping, hindering factors, that has to be cut. In China, there is no union. That's why they can progress. It's a communist country, but India is a free country. Anytime if I'm established on industry, although people will come, stop. No. There must be some assurances from the government, like in China. Can anybody has protested that China, why C2 is not there, is a communist country? Indian communist Sitaram Yechuri can tell? No, he cannot tell. So this Chinese communist and India communist is total two variants, like Omicron and coronavirus. Now Sitaram Yechuri can decide what I am referring, or the establishment, whoever communist fellow are there. I do not have any allergy, I am putting my thoughts. Same thing, Congress. They should realize what is their status, strength. I have told many times about the Congress, their status. Present Modi ji, I do not have any respect. Individually, I respect him, the wisdom. I can tell you this much, whoever Prime Minister came till date, I have much more better respect for his wisdom, what he is doing. I have analyzed and given many videos, taking each Prime Minister, one can visit my. This is critical analysis, basically 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours video. That's why I am summarizing everything. So if India has to be moved forward or carry forward, you have to carry a lot of good wisdom and execution power. I wish some divine force will help some individual to do that. I want to see the better India, better things tomorrow. I want to end up with few things. Bengal, I told you, Bengal has got a lot of potential. I want to make separate video for Bengal. Whatever information I have given, it is probably enough to understand the revamping of the old factories, right? You give it auction or bring the industrialists, use the premises in good quality condition. There they can start new industry, new product, new technology, or anything, manufacturing, assembling, hub, warehouse kind of thing. Many places can be used. It's a possibilities, I'm telling. It's not remote possibilities. It is easily possible. A factory can be converted to warehouse, and getting rent and other things. Many in I see in Maharashtra, Delhi, and many places it has been done. So we have to come out with new ideas, new expression. So Mamata Didi, next time whenever I come to Navanno, please call me. I will come definitely. If you feel that I have some content and potentials in my speech, definitely you call me. I'll come. I don't have any ego, no ego at all. Very simple, down to earth. I can give my phone number. You can tell your peon to also contact me that I want to meet you. I can come anywhere, whether it can be your home Kalighat or Vidhan Sabha or Navanno, any place, or maybe your Ravindra Sadan or Mahajati Sadan, any place probably we can meet, sit and discuss, because the way I am feeling, you are also feeling in this way. You might be senior, because you want to develop this Bengal, I have told you. So that Joto Mot Toto Pot, Joto Mot Toto Pot, but our goal is there. Again, I believe where the mind is without fear, where the head is high, that wisdom is given by Rabindranath. Even I don't believe many things on Rabindranath, till I believe the philosophy, wisdom and knowledge is very powerful. It has to be respected. Whoever is giving you good wisdom, a small kid or big kid, educated, uneducated, qualified, non-qualified, doesn't matter at the end of the day. I want to finish with few things over here. I want to recite one poetry that is written long back at the age of 16. I told you at initial, this is my poetry status. I have YouTube channel. I want to finish my India and Bengal Vision document with a one poetry from, it is not I'm mentally prepared, but till I want to feel that to recite this poetry. So poetry, my first poetry is Raat Kutharer Gan. It is contents close to 75 poetries, small and big, maybe little more. Exact number is not counted, possibly maybe 80 it would be. It is written in between 16 to 22. After 22 years, I have not written a single poetry, but I have kept this poetry book. I was awarded from the university, Vidyasagar University, even though I was a student of science. I used to write poetry. I have written poetry for many things. I used to know Sunil Gangopadhyay, Shakti Chattopadhyay, Joy Goswami, Shubodh Sarkar, everybody. They are not very close friend, but same dayas I have used it. I should not say that Shubodh Sarkar, he knows me personally because he's from the same university. I met Sunil Gangopadhyay, Joy Goswami, Shakti Chattopadhyay. So they are very good poet. I like poetry, that's all. I like poetry. I have a guitar because you also like poetry, Didi. Such a beautiful poetry, I will never forget. Every time I read, my heart and mind, because I will take few things of your poetry that will give you many encouragement. I usually see your painting every day. Such a fantastic painting can generate so much money. Why not you are telling to fill up your brothers and sister 10 crores to encourage that, look, I am enjoying, I am earning money. You can also do this kind of thing. Don't give the hope of castful and ghastful. Talk about your creative things from where you are earning money so that they will be encouraged and charged. Don't talk about the castful through this industry. Talk about, invite the industrialist and all good mind who knows about the industry. It is true that I might not be knowing many things, but I can take help the way I take help. I say I am a technocrat. I have backup in my mind. I have many engineers. They work together and there is a company. It's nothing. Individual is no more relevance. Final objective, you have come to serve Bengal. You have ambition to become Prime Minister of India. I wish a Bengali Didi is going and sitting in Parliament and speaking development, all the places, all the factories and everything is coming out, all the birds are singing, all the boys and girls, they are going to school, all industry, there is no strike, everywhere is flights are running. Absolutely, Mamata Didi is the Prime Minister of India. I wish you can lead India for another 20 years. This is my desire. Now, if you have a wish, you can do that. There is no problem. For that, you have to make a ground preparation. Probably my video is going to help you how to do it. If you feel I'm ready to give any service to contribute for my motherland or Bengal, I am ready to give you because you are my Didi. I cannot give my blood. It is not that way. It is not the time like give me blood, I'll give you freedom. No more freedom. You are a democratic country. Call me, I'll give my free advice. But I don't like to sit with Prashanto Kishore like this person. But I don't like this person personally. I feel he's anti-national. Such kind of people can destroy India with dharma and all. Very dangerous person, Didi, be careful. I hope you have paid the entire money to him. Next time, please don't pay him. That is much I can tell you, Didi. This is my request. This is Didi. This is my simple request. Be aware of Prashanto Kishore. They are anti-national. They are doing the equation. It's very easy to do all kind of politics and all, getting elected, that kind of equation, anybody can do it. But here the content I have given, Didi, you take all the university, you have so much university profession, now you are thinking that it should not be the Rajyapal, what you call governor should not recruit vice chancellor. Even if you are recruiting vice chancellor from your party office also some, let them analyze the video and write something. I'll be very happy. Now I'm reciting my poetry. It is almost 11 o'clock. I've started 4 o'clock. Now it's 11 o'clock. It's more than that. Yes, it is 11:05. I want to recite one poetry. I have a guitar. I told you one poetry I want to recite Raat Kutharer Gaan. After many years, my YouTube channel, I just want to recite this thing with a guitar. I don't know how to play guitar, but I have wish to have little tuning. This poetry from my one book. You have also written many books. You can also come up, recite in your YouTube channel. I want to hear Didi's reciting his own poetry. This is a musical. It will be a melodious thing for me. Didi is reciting his poetry. I want to see your poetry is coming in different books. KG1, KG2, KG3, first, second, third, up to 10th standard. This is poetry. I want to see Rabindranath's poetry. After that, Didi's poetry is coming. Like Sukanto Bhattacharya, Jivananda Das, all those, Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay should be placed over there. You deserve more. That is what it is. Your painting, that can be portrayed everywhere. Next to Mughal Fida Hossain, next to Van Gogh, all the great painters, because of so much respect, so much quality you have. I respect you, Didi. Your industrial, caste-full, ghas-full, if you strongly believe that part, that can change the dynamics of Bengal. I am ready to come to Bengal and talk about caste-full, ghas-full story. Along with your IAS, IPS officer, I am ready to do whatever best possible thing to extract pillow, to make pillow. I can give you that formula. Anyway, Didi, all the best. If you are listening, I am a person, I am not a person that is coming, your intellectual Kunal Sarkar is telling we are the migrant laborers. Didi, I have MSc, PhD, MBA degree, I have 8-10 technologies, I have gone to Nabanna. I used to meet, I thought I'll be meeting you. I met your all IAS officer, IPS officer. I had a vision 3 years back to change, get proper weather station, irrigation and everything. Gave my different varieties, my technologies free of cost to Bengal. But I returned with a very disheartened way. I wish time is going to change. Maybe if your mind is changing, your IAS officer who are looking after development thing, if they are changing, probably I will definitely come to Bengal, because Bengal is my motherland. I have a piece of land in Bengal. Nobody can stop me. I can come anytime can go. It's my motherland, my fatherland. We have been living in Bengal for many years. I am not a migrant laborer. I am living in very much in Mumbai. Anytime I will come. I will come and meet Kulan Sarkar. I will have tea. I will have coffee. I told Kunal Sarkar we will have organization. We will meet in Ravindra Sadan. I will invite you to speak. In one side you will be there. All the Bengal intellectuals will be there. I will be speaking from one side. You will be speaking from another side. There will be independent judge. All those people will be sitting and giving you marks that what is the development agenda. Then let us have the people's opinion, the development. Let us take the people's verdict. I will be very happy. Okay, I was about to talk about I was very emotional when I talk about my Didi. I have my Didi. I have seen my Didi, how she helped me. Childhood. We had a big family. My Didi, Bada Didi. She helped me for my education, my studies. Thank you, my Didi. Close, same. You helped me. So I don't difference between Mamata Didi and my Didi. So in this passionate way I told you, thank you very much everybody. Let me recite my first poetry. Last means dead body. Let me drink little water. This poetry is a different poetry probably. Drinking water is very important. You need to have some energy before reciting this poetry. Last dead body. So whose dead body it is? রাজপথে ঝুলন্ত একটা লাশ দেখিয়া 100 জন তার সমস্বরে চিৎকার, এ লাশ কাহার? রাজপথে ঝুলন্ত একটা লাশ দেখিয়া 100 জন তার সমস্বরে চিৎকার, এ লাশ কাহার? কবিরাজ পরীক্ষা করিয়া কহিলেন, খুন আত্মহত্যা দুই হইতে পারে। হিন্দু কহিলেন, এ লাশ হইবে আমাদের কি করিয়া? অতি বড় পলিটিক্যাল লিডার কহিলেন, নো কমেন্টস। মুসলমান কহিলেন, অসম্ভব, হতেই পারে না। খ্রিস্টান কহিলেন, খ্রিস্ট ধর্মে যিশু ছাড়া এত কষ্ট করিয়া কেউ মরিয়াছিল আমার জানা নেই। ব্রাহ্মণ কহিলেন, বেটার পইতে তো দেখছি না। ক্ষত্রিয় কহিলেন, অধর্ম অনাচার। দার্শনিক কহিলেন, সবই অঘটন। রাজপথের ঝুলন্ত লাশ একে একে সবার মনে হানিল দাগা। রাজপথের ঝুলন্ত লাশ একে একে সবার মনে হানিল দাগা। হঠাৎই শত জনতার মধ্য থেকে এক দীপ্ত কণ্ঠস্বর ভেসে এলো। এক বালক বলিয়া উঠিল, এ লাশ আমার, আমার ভবিষ্যতের। জনতার অট্টহাস্য, ছোড়ার মাথা খারাপ। জনতার অট্টহাস্য, ছোড়ার মাথা খারাপ। বালক বলিয়া চলিল, এ লাশ আমার, আমার ভবিষ্যতের। বালক বলিয়া চলিল, এ লাশ আমার, আমার ভবিষ্যতের। তোমরা মিছে মিছে সন্ধান করিতেছ। হঠাৎই শতজনতার মধ্য থেকে এক দীপ্ত কণ্ঠস্বর ভেসে এলো। এক বালক বলিয়া উঠিল, এ লাশ আমার, আমার ভবিষ্যতের। জনতার অট্টহাস্য, ছোড়ার মাথা খারাপ। বালক বলিয়া চলিল, এ লাশ আমার, আমার ভবিষ্যতের। Friends, let me explain to you this poetry. This is the last dead body. Like early morning, what had happened, there is a dead body which is hanging in a road, in a pipe pillar. So everybody passerby is commenting, like starting from a doctor is telling something, Hindu is telling something, Musulman is telling something, Muslim is telling, philosopher is telling something, that what is this dead body is all about, because nobody is able to identify it. So it's become a curiosity that from where this dead body has come. Suddenly what had happened, that the curiosity rose up to certain level. Then there is a boy from the audience, like whoever the passerby is gathering, he's telling this dead body belongs to me, it's my dead body. This is my future, my dead body. So friends, like this is applicable to Bengal, what is happening, many states that is happening. I will have more opportunity to speak in this regards. So friends, this is the poetry. I will have many opportunity to regards because my voice is choking. I want to recite one more poetry from my next poetry book, that is Silpir Choke Ghum Nei. Right, but what poetry I should take, and this is written 30 years back, and you can see this poetry. Okay, I want to recite this poetry, keeping this present situation in mind, so that Dushamoy, difficult times, this is a small poetry, I can finish it 2-3 minutes probably. Dushamoy, difficult times, কোথায় যেন যাবার কথা ছিল আমাদের কোনখানে, দেরাদুন নৈনিতাল বারাণসী কোনখানে, কোথায় যেন যাবার কথা ছিল আমাদের কোনখানে, দেরাদুন নৈনিতাল বারাণসী কোনখানে, তুমি তো নদী সমুদ্র নয়তোবা পাহাড় ভালোবাসতে, সময় পেলেই বেরিয়ে পড়তে ভিক্ষুকের হাত ধরে মন্দির মসজিদ নয়তোবা গুরুদ্বারে। তুমি জেনে দুঃখ পাবে আমাদের গায়ের নদী পলি পড়ে পড়ে ভরাট হয়ে গেছে, একটু সুযোগ পেলেই জল দুকুল ঝাঁপিয়ে যায়। তুমি জেনে দুঃখ পাবে আমাদের গায়ের নদী পলি পড়ে পড়ে ভরাট হয়ে গেছে, একটু সুযোগ পেলেই জল দুকুল ঝাঁপিয়ে যায়। কয়েকটা অজগর খেলা করে উঠোনের পাশে, কয়েকটা অজগর খেলা করে উঠোনের পাশে, ভালোবাসি বলে মুখের উপর দরজা বন্ধ করিনি এতদিন, ভালোবাসি বলে মুখের উপর দরজা বন্ধ করিনি এতদিন, এখন করতে হচ্ছে। নিঃশ্বাসে এত বীজ জানা ছিল না আগে, নিঃশ্বাসে এত বীজ জানা ছিল না আগে। কাল রাতে ঝড়ের সাথে বৃষ্টি এসেছিল খুব জোরে, দুর্যোগে ল্যাম্পপোস্টের আলো গিয়েছিল নিভে। কাল রাতে ঝড়ের সাথে বৃষ্টি এসেছিল খুব জোরে, দুর্যোগে ল্যাম্পপোস্টের আলো গিয়েছিল নেভে। সকালে বেরিয়ে পড়েছি পরিচিত পথে, সকালে বেরিয়ে পড়েছি পরিচিত পথে, ভয় হয় ভয় হয়, কোথায় যেন যাবার কথা ছিল আমাদের, ভয় হয় ভয় হয়, কোথায় যেন যাবার কথা ছিল আমাদের। আকাশ বলছে যেও না, বাতাস বলছে ছুঁয়ো না। Friends, this is a Dushama, difficult times, is talking about the time is not good. You want to go out, but there are a lot of circumstances is not allowing to go, and there are a lot of hindering factors not allowing, but till hoping that everything will be fine one day. The better days will come, there will be a new sunrise, new moon will be coming. You hope for the future, the time, that is very important. Here individual is not important, what is important is time. Bad day comes in your life, it is overcome by your good act, you can be better. anything, you have to be positive. In this positive note, I'm thanking everyone, my friends, my relatives, my brothers and sisters, because this is my final vision document, because I'm not going to speak on those issues at all. Vision document is a vision document. So I've taken 30 years time, maybe another 30 years, new things will come. But I have tried to cover up many things over here. If anything is left, already it has been covered in my different lectures that can be taken into consideration, because again, this is not at all prepared. I am not mentally prepared. I have not taken anything for that matter except arranging this, all those things. I want to thank my family members, my wife and my daughter. This is dedicated to my father and mother who died due to COVID. I want to have the justice. I'd like to thank my brother, elder brother, who is doctor in open heart surgery, and my sister, all the sisters, Didi, Bad Didi, Mej Didi, Bibhadi, Minudi, Tipudi, আমার বোন টুকলু, শান্তা, তাদের সবাইকে আমার ভালোবাসা, আমার মধুসূদন দা, বংশীদা, রাধারমন দা, তাদের সমস্ত ফ্যামিলি মেম্বার, বৌদি, সবাইকে আমার ভালোবাসা। বেঙ্গলের দিদিকে তো ভালোবাসা আমার আছেই, মমতা দিদিকে। কালীঘাটের পাশ দিয়ে আমি অনেকবার গিয়েছি, দিদির বাড়িতে দেখেছি। অনেক স্বপ্ন ছিল যে দিদিকে আমি দেখব। কালীঘাটের পাশেই আমার রিলেটিভের বাড়ি, আমি অনেকবার যাই। যখনই ভাই আমি আমার রিলেটিভকে বলি চলো কালীঘাটের পাশ দিয়ে একবার ঘুরিয়ে নিয়ে এসো। আজ থেকে 30 বছর আগে কালীঘাটের ভিখারি থেকে গিয়েছিলাম, ভিখারি। আমি কালীঘাট দেখতে চাই, সব ভালো মানুষ সবাই আছে, ভালো সব কিছু। এটা আমার আশা, পুরো বেঙ্গলে সবার ঘরে আলো জ্বলুক, সবার ঘরে ইলিশ মাছ আসুক, সবার ঘরে কই মাছ আসুক, সবার বাচ্চা ভালো করুক, সবাই সুখে থাকুক। Bengal today, I hope the same light should be given. Once upon a time, people used to tell what Bengal thinks today, India thinks tomorrow. Now people are telling what India thinks today, Bengal thinks tomorrow. So you have to reverse the whole thing, chakra view. Now you have to do the reverse engineering. The reverse engineering is a very tough subject. You need to have a lot of mathematical calculation, idea and understanding of the society. If anybody is getting this idea, I'm telling all the university vice chancellor, scientists, whoever has got whatever knowledge, all the IIT, IIMs to development is India. If anybody is finding any clarity, I'm telling everybody should sit with this my development, what I have given this lecture, my 30 years experience. I personally believe it can change the miracle if this is applied. I want to know what you think about it, because I am illiterate. I might be telling something wrong. I want to have the counter thing that is coming from the official intellectual people. They can talk and advise me, and they can give another path. I believe joto mot toto path. You can show your path. You can publish a vision document. I'll clearly can read it. No problem. Once again, thank you very much. Bande Mataram. Jai Hind. Bande Mataram. Jai Hind. So I cannot stand, right? Bande Mataram. Jai Hind. It's my desire, my pleasure. That's all. Thank you very much. People are waiting for me. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.